All right, guys, welcome back to the Wemaxit channel. I'm here with my co-host, Africans. Today, we are going to be doing a watch along on the Nigeria versus Portugal game. We are going to break down a lot of things at the start. Yes, so we just wanted to come a little bit earlier. All right, so make sure to give your take in the comment section on the start of the conversation. We will try our best to get the game inside the Discord. We might not show it on the screen, but it will be in the Discord. So we have found a way for most of the Nigerians able to watch the games. All right. So once you enter the Discord, just go to the lobby, and the game will be there when the time comes. All right. So Africans, good day. How are you doing, my brother?
I am doing fine. Like some good friendlies I've watched over the last few days. Lots to talk about in terms of how they all factor into the World Cup coming in, but feeling good. Here to talk some football. I love talking Nigeria because Nigeria is a fun team to talk about.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. So Nigeria never made this World Cup, right?
Mhm.
Um, why they never made the World Cup? Like what really happened? Because when we take a look at their squad, what really happened? Because they have a talented squad. So why? Why?
On paper, they're better than Ghana. They matched up, and in both games, they had the better opportunities and weren't able to convert. Now, whether that's just the rivalry taking over, whether that's players getting tight, I don't know. But Nigeria is the better team on paper. There's no denying that. However, in this situation, they had two opportunities to beat Ghana and they weren't able to do so. That's why they're not there. It sucks. It would be great to see them there. As a Ghanaian descent person, I'm not upset. It's nice to beat your rivals, but let's be real. They are the better team. On paper, they have the better nines. They have better players overall. They just weren't able to get it done over that weekend, which is
Okay, fair
unfortunate.
enough. Fair enough. Let me just give a shout out to Sean. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Then we have Unity Empty in the building from early. Massive respect, guys. As you come in, make sure to run up the likes to at least 100 so we can get the visibility here. All right, yes, man. And leave your thoughts in the comment section, prediction and all. We are gonna try and go through that. So, what you think they can do? What you think they can improve on? Which is Nigeria. We're gonna come to Portugal. What you think they can improve on in order to make it better for them to qualify for the next World Cup? What say you on that side?
There's not much, in my opinion. They're a top African squad. They're not. I don't look at them, say, as I'd look at like an Ivory Coast who have the talent, but haven't been able to put it on the pitch together. But Nigeria should be. They just have to continue to work, get a coach in, get a good group in, and with everyone, we hear this conversation there all the time. Get the players in early, keep them together, test others go. They're one of the few African teams who like to have camps and groups happening in Europe where they can see some European teams and European talent that's there. So they just have to continue on the path that they are. They're just a little bit unlucky in this situation that they just weren't able to go through. I don't see much for them to change. I know that if there's Nigerians who want to chime in, feel free to do so. But they're on the right path, in my opinion, based off the talent that they're producing. Victor Osimhen is one of the best, if not the best, African nine at this point, and he's going to continue to grow. By the time 2026 comes, he'll be a very good player. So I think for them, it's building the squad around him and just continuing to push. They didn't like, truthfully, they didn't look as good as I thought as they could during qualifiers, right? They had a scare with Cap Verde. They didn't look like the Nigerian of old that I'm used to. So maybe it was just mentality coming into this window, but they certainly don't lack the talent. They have the talent. They just weren't able to put it all together on the pitch this cycle.
Okay, fair enough. All right, we're gonna get to the lineups, but let me go through the comment section. Island Card says, "Big up JD. Ghana beat Switzerland 2-0." Yes, we know. I know. We are gonna be talking about it in our next show, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think by tomorrow evening, we should be right into the thick of the World Cup conversation. All right. Thanks for being here, Kalade. massive respect. It's really painful. Nigeria is not going to the World Cup. Yes, it's really painful because when you look at their size and their players, you're saying, oh, is this possible? You know, I can't even believe. Come on, Ghana stopped us from going to. Oh my God, it starts from now. Anyways, let we switch over. We're gonna pull up the lineup at this point. But before we go to the lineup, we're gonna give you some results that happened. Took played today. Peru defeated Paraguay 1-0. Nicaragua defeated El Salvador 1-0. Ghana defeated Switzerland 2-0. Japan lost to Canada, and I thought Japan scored first in this one, right? Africans, they scored first in this one, but it was a
They
good
did. They
first half
did.
displayed from Canada, and it looks like they kept up the steam in the second half, and they won that. So Canada looked sharp going in. We're going to discuss Canada in length in an extreme. Don't worry yourself, man. We're going to push out the contents. Don't worry, all right? Yes, make sure to subscribe and get us to 6,000. We're on our way to 6,000. Jordan lost to Spain 3-1. Morocco defeated Georgia 3-0. Syria and lost to Belarus 1-0. Current results: Romania losing to Slovenia 2-1. Malta drawing with Greece. Montenegro losing to Slovakia 2-0. And North Macedonia losing to Finland at this point. All right. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna pull up this one just to get the lineup for you guys, and then we can continue our conversation. All right. Yes, the game will be starting in what, 28 minutes or so, so don't worry yourself, we got you. This is the lineup that we have at this point, and we're going to get into this Portugal team because, as you know, you have one man in this team, which is Cristiano Ronaldo. He's taking all the flax and all the drama at this point, and we want to know how impactful it's going to be on his team, if it's a good or bad. Well, today, as you can see, he's not in the starting lineup. I don't know if he's on the bench. I don't see him on the bench. He's out. All right. So Cristiano Ronaldo is out. Don't think he's injured, but it looks like he's just out because maybe so much things going on. So the starting lineup that they have is Patricio in goal, Ruben Diaz, Antonio Silva at the two centre backs level, left back Nuno Mendes, and right back Diogo Dalot from Manchester United. William Carvalho inside midfield with Bruno Fernandes and Otavio to finish the midfield. Up front, you have Bernardo Silva, Andre Silva, and Joy Felix. The first time he's going to have joy in a long time, because at Atletico you don't play football, you play something else. All right, so that is the best 11 for the Portugal team. And you go over to the Nigerian team, and you have Samuel Kevin as the right centre back, Ikong as the left centre back, Calvin Bassi as the left back there, Francis as the goalkeeper. In midfield, you have Joe, Wilfred Ndidi, and Alex Iwobi, the man from Everton. Let's see if he can put something together. Had a beautiful season so far. Obviously, the results never really came on for Everton, but at the end of the day, he still had some good showing. And Moses Simon over the left hand side, Terim and Lockman finishing the starting 11. So Africans, let me start with they said CR7 is out sick. Yes, I think he will be out sick because obviously that's going on. What's going on with him at this point? So he will be out sick. I
Yes.
do expect him to be out sick.
Foot and mouth disease, I hear. Foot and mouth disease, I hear.
Richard Stewart says the Igbo and Yoruba in fighting destroy Nigerians football. Okay, all right, fair enough. Float management says CR7 out. All right, no problem. So all right, now this is what is going on for the mighty Portugal. So Portugal in the group, group H here, with Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea. Very tough group, very tough group. So, how you think inside the chat, guys? Let me know how you think Portugal will do in this one. Coming from Africans, because Africans is a Ghanaian. So, what you think will happen in this group? Let me know, please. I'm going for my next one. Yeah, one second.
Yeah, I've said this about this group consistently. I feel that this group prior to the tournament starting, I said any two teams can come out of this group, and I wouldn't be surprised. If he told me Portugal and South Korea made it out, I'd say okay, cool. If I said Ghana, Uruguay made it out, I'd say that wouldn't surprise me. That's how I felt moving into the tournament. Ghana's on their third keeper right now, so I do feel a little bit hesitant with that much confidence with the team. This is Portugal's playing Nigeria because it's the best simulation to play a team like Ghana in their group. I think Portugal does have a good chance to come through, but every World Cup has its stories. Teams that walked in looking all right, problems in their camp. Next thing you know, you have difficulty. So I think if you look at this group overall, Portugal has a chance to either finish top two or finish at the end. I think more than odds are they do finish well, but the way that they're starting out, I feel like Portugal. Let's see the unity in the camp. Let's see how they feel that way. But I feel that any two any any two teams can still come out of this group. I'm not as high on Ghana as I was before, just because we're on goalie number three. Um, Goalie one and two aren't gone. So I think Portugal on paper should finish top here. But as I've learned from many Jamaicans here, the ball is round. You kick it, and many things can happen. So I think unity in the camp is going to be a major thing because there's nowhere else that you can really see any difference. And on any given day, all these teams have quality. Uruguay will be a tough matchup. South Korea, we know Son. Ghana is a wild card because we're not sure what we're going to get from them. And Portugal has the talent on paper, but is their headspace going to match their talent in this tournament? That's going to be the major question for me.
Okay, Eric, thanks for being here. Massive respect. Guys, as I come in, make sure to smash the like button. Yes, I do believe this is going to be a tricky group. I saw Uruguay, and Uruguay always came out with some. They always seem to get it right closer to the World Cup, and they're gonna always be a gritty South American team with quality. So we can't just say just because they're South American, they're rigid and tough to play against. No, they do possesses quality, and I truly believe they're going to have a problem. I think Portugal will find a lot of problems in this group, a lot of problem. I think it's not going to be an outright 3 win for no team in this group. I think it's going to be a low turnout. I think maybe 4 or 5 points will be okay for you to get through this group. You get me? 5 points might just win this group. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Look at this group and let me know. I think 4 or 5 points, no, 5 points will win this group. If you have 4 points in this group, you might just be safe to go through because all of these teams are capable of working and winning games. You get me? All of these teams have their own style that kind of counter the other teams. So even though it might not be the best teams in this group, all right, it still might turn out to be the group of the based on how close all of the teams are. You don't have no team here going to be dog walked. Even the South Korea team will be tough to beat, very much tough to beat because they're organized and they're energetic. So don't count them out. I think this group just might turn out to be the group of death in the competition, not because it's the biggest group, but it's the more well-rounded group based on that. So I do believe that Nigeria game and today coming up, it's meaningful because at the same time it's trying to replicate maybe similar to what the energy that Ghana would bring. You get me? Yes, that's what I think they are trying to replicate. So I do think it's meaningful. But look on. We're gonna flip over back. We haven't gotten enough comments on it. No problem. But in the future we might yes. But look on the lineups right here, Africans. Oh, you think this game will go?
I think again, it's there to simulate a Ghana experience for Portugal. If I'm for me, the Ghanaian looking at Nigeria, I'm really curious to see how Terry Murphy looks on the pitch. There are 12 who's starting. There are nine. You don't have Osimhen there. We know who Osimhen is. We've seen him. Ghanaians know him very well. But I'm curious to see outside of your first string nine, how is the level beneath him? How's the level underneath him? So I'm curious to see how that goes off. But for Portugal, they're looking at this team. They have good technical players they're playing against, players that are going to be physical on the ball with them. The question is going to be how do they respond to that here, and that's what they're here to really find out. Results won't really matter here. It's a friendly before the World Cup. As much as we'll all want to celebrate beating a team before the World Cup, we've all seen many teams have great results before the World Cup and then be out quicker than than a quick sprint. So we're gonna it's gonna be more so the ebbs and flows of the game, the patterns of play that you're seeing, things that they can exploit, which are gonna be more important versus just say winning the game 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, losing it. It's gonna come down to how they look on the pitch and what they're able to establish and get out of it.
All right, fair enough. Jason, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. William Bansu says, this group seems to be a group of death. Yes, I would definitely say that it's actually leading towards that. You get me? Because sometimes people would only factor, oh, it's big teams, so it will be the big group of death. But no, the group of death kind of consists of how close the teams are towards each other. You understand me? It's not necessarily best teams, but obviously you can identify with when you throw all the best teams inside. You get me? So maybe even the fourth team might not be good, and it still call a group of that because obviously it's only two teams qualifying out of one group. So because three strong teams are there, you can't really pick it directly. But this can be the true group of that all of the teams can actually qualify out of the group. All right. So based on what we saw here, guys, let me know. Give me your prediction. At this point, it's saying a 9 to 1.3. 1.28. So 1.28 for Portugal to win it. A draw is 4.5, and Nigeria is 9 to win it. But that shows you how highly they do rate the Nigerian team, because Nigeria ain't making it to the World Cup, but yet still they still have a 9 odds to win this. You understand me? Because when you look at the field, you have capable players. NDD, one of the best defensive midfielder you have in football, to be honest. Alex Iwobi, a very good player. Lookman, very good player. Moses, he's a player that's coming on, so I want to see what he can offer. And obviously, the main man is not there in the center, which I think would have offered something different. And they can even beef up a little bit more in their squad. So it goes to show, man, this team should not be not in the World Cup. I truly believe that they need to fix these thing going forward very, very early. Very, very early, because the amount of talent they do have, you cannot be missing out on the World Cup, in my opinion. Based on what I saw still, Portugal, they need to be defeating Nigeria in order to say that they're going to be effective. You understand me? If you go into this game and lose, even though I know it's preparation, but if you go into this one and lose to Nigeria, worst off, they don't have maybe the vocal point there as a striker. I think it's going to sell a lot of bad spell for Portugal going in, even though they're experienced personnels. What do you say? I think they can't afford to lose this game going in as a final game.
I think again, you want to go in feeling good, right? Canada just beat Japan, Ghana just beat Switzerland. They're going into the World Cup feeling good. So in that sense, it does essentially matter for them to come in and have a good result. But at the end of the day, I think still, yeah, winning matters here. But how you look on the pitch is going to matter more. You can take a moral defeat or a moral victory here in the sense of if you look good on the pitch but you're unlucky somewhere, that can be a thing. But I think at the end of the day, they have to win. But I'm looking to see how they look on the pitch more than the end result for this matchup.
All right, so guys, we have 60 odd people in the house. Guys, please get the like up to 50 likes at least, so we can go up to the 100 likes. Obviously, the game will be starting in pretty much 60 minutes time. Yes, we're going to try and give you the link where to watch. As what we said, we are going to be streaming it inside the Discord. But the sound will come out here and you're going to get our commentary on it as well. Yes, you get me? But we try to give you as much options, all right? Yes, so definitely subscribe, but hit the like button, support the like button, because what it does, it helps the stream that you're watching. So it makes no sense you're here and you can't find the like button. Jason said Murphy is on form in France for his club, 10 goals this season. Canada and Japan match was a good match. Yes, I saw half of it. and it was okay to me. Yes, 100%. All right. So for me, I'm saying Portugal, based on extra strength that they do have to call upon from the bench, Portugal might just take this 2-1. All right. Yes, but I do see uh, um, Nigeria troubling them. I do see Nigeria troubling them in this game. You get me? Yes, but Nigeria have a few things to work on, and we want to identify what's the progression and those things. So it's a good game for we to watch and really chop up and see what really take place. So we are going to be looking at this keying, guys, because this is going to determine how I do rank Portugal in their placements going into this World Cup, and definitely look at what Nigeria can fix in order to make the next World Cup for surety. You get me? Yeah. So I went with 2-1. So please, if you're inside the chat, please produce your score line, what you expect. All right. And then what players you are expecting to show up today in this game from both teams. So Africans, what score line you have, and let me start with the Nigerian team. What player you would be looking out for in order for them to get a result? What player you would be looking out for on this pitch today?
Well, apparently I'm the 2-2 boss. All my scores are 2-2 draws, so I'm gonna still rock with the 2-2 draw for this game. I think Portugal goes up early, and then Nigeria works the way in the second half with more substitutions coming in. Mofi to me is the unknown for me. I want to see I want to see how he actually looks on the pitch with here. He's looked good for his club, like Jason has said, but let's see him now on the international level. There's no Osimhen for Nigeria. It's good to know who your number 2-9 is, and we'll see what happens there. But so for me, for Nigeria, it's Mofi. I want to see how he looks for Portugal. Bruno Fernandez in the middle there, controlling everything. Can you distribute? There are so many mouths that can be fed in this Portugal team. Can you be the person who can distribute the ball and get everyone involved and work from there? And so he's going to be my key matchup for Portugal. But yeah, everything's a 2-2 draw for me. So 2-2 draw.
Okay, okay. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Let me see. Shakpo here. Jason says 1-1. Shakpo, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Professional Pro Club says you find a real African. No, Africans is African. So and I am African as well. You get me? So I have no problem, sir. Omar Fowling said 2-0 to Portugal. All right. Shakpo said 2-1 Portugal, and Bernard will be great for this one. All right. So for Nigeria, based on how I looked at their midfield, because I think Portugal will be going to see how their midfield can match up, because obviously you know that their defense line, especially Dalat, start being on a good form. You get me coming into this one. I think that their defense line is okay. Their goalkeeper is okay. They want to see how the midfield work to connect with the forward. So Bernardo Silva, 100% will be the link, because he's the one that plays a wing role, but he seems to always drop back in midfield because of the creativity and the dribbling skills that he does have. All right. Yes. So that's something that they are going to be relying on in order to work on the midfield. So I think Bernardo Silva is one. William Carvalho has the defensive ability, and he's going to be the one inside the midfield trying to put tackles in. It's not going to be Bernardo Silva, so don't look at Bernardo Silva playing centrally. Yes, it's going to be William Carvalho doing majority of that work. So you're going to see my two main players right here has to be William Carvalho and Bernardo Silva. Those are the two individuals that I want to see something from. The link between midfield and the forward areas. That's what I'm looking at. When it comes on um, to Nigeria, we saw Nigeria. Some of these players played already in the game. We saw Owobi played. We never saw NDD because he got a slight knock the last time, so we wanted to see a little bit more from him. So Iwobi and NDD, easy well will be the tool that you're relying on to map up play, and to stop the forwards from progressing and to sustain pressure. So their duty is to make sure Portugal can't work on that midfield link between midfield and forward today. So NDD and Iwobi I would pick as my two players, and I think both of them will have a very very good game. Very very good game. Um, Let me see. William Bansu says 1-0 Nigeria. Where is CR7? They said he's out. They said he's sick, but I saw him training. Sheridan's a 2-0 Portugal. Any link to watch the match? We will provide a link for you. All right. Good job, brother. You are doing a great. Yeah, thank you very much, KDY. Right. Massive respect. Guys, make sure to smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Let me get to 50 likes, past the 50 likes, and so we can aim to 100 plus likes. The more likes on a video, it's more people coming here. We will provide links for you, but most of the people inside Nigeria say they can't watch the game when we provide the links. So what we do, we have a Discord. So we're going to put the Discord and we're going to put it in a lobby, where in what you can get all the games viewed there, and you just go there and see the game. All right, you don't have to have any additional VPN or nothing. All right, we have solved that problem for you. All you need to do is just subscribe to our Discord and the game will be in it when the time comes. But if you want the link directly, if you want to go and research for yourself, because you have some people come here and they still want the link after I do said I can fix the problem for you. You can watch the game without no issue. You understand me? Some people still say they want the link for to have issues. You get me? So I don't know how to work with that because they want to have issues. So I would provide a link for the people that wants to have issues. And I will provide a link for people that wants to watch the game. All right? Yes. And don't want to have issues. All right. Thanks very much. Lansday, big up yourself. Nigeria 2, Portugal 1. Lansday, that's kind of tough, man. Leo on the bench. Yes, Leo is on the bench, so he's gonna come on and try his thing. What Canada went on with against Japan? They beat Japan 2-1. Then we have our brother Dima J checking in. Massive respect, Dima. Thanks very much for being here. Yes, Canada defeated Japan. So let me just patch in that conversation because I know Africans steaming to talk about it. Africans, and that's a big deal, Canada defeating Canada and Japan coming in. We'll give you a fast breakdown on that one.
I'm gonna stay calm. They just beat Japan without Davies and Eustachio. It's a pre-World Cup friendly. So, like, to me, there's how do you look on the pitch? They looked fine on the pitch. They looked up to par with them, which is all I wanted them to look like. So, because of that, at the end of the day, they got a penalty in the 93rd minute. They put it away. We're happy for that. But there were things that we saw, but once you insert Davies and Eustachio into this, hopefully it deals with some of the issues that were there. But overall, it was a good performance for them. By no means does
But,
it mean
but
that they're winning.
But,
Yeah.
but Africans, they never had Davies and Eustachio, which is two of their main players, midfielder and forward slash everything. Um,
Mhm.
so that doesn't show you something. You should have been even more impressed to say that they don't have those two, but yet still won it. So what are you on? What are you on, bro? Because you're like saying, oh no, I think you should be even more confident to say
I
that. Damn.
JD, in 2014, I watched Ghana beat Korea 4-1 in a pre-World Cup friendly. They then lost to the US, drew Germany, and lost to Portugal. That's not to
Okay.
say that it doesn't mean anything, but they've looked the part. Good. Now you're going up another level. Japan is a good side. Now you're playing Belgium. Belgium isn't Japan. Granted, 4 years ago, Japan gave Belgium a run. They're
Mhm.
not the same team. Just because we beat Japan doesn't mean that I think they're
We
on the
had
same level as
we had
Belgium.
Murray one Fellaini with his afro at that time.
Ooh, with the head. So like I look at it, it's like I can't let past results of years past dictate what's going to mean. It's good ramping up. They look better than they did against Bahrain with mostly their MLS players. So I think now they've looked good. When they get everyone in camp and then they get onto the pitch, I don't feel fear that they could still lose all their games. But I go into this game going, okay, against a technical team, and a good team like Japan, they held their own without two of their best players. Okay. Now you're going to play a team with five Davises. You have one. They have like five. Now let's see how we do. So I'm not going to get over. I'm not going to get too high. I'm not going to get too low.
Let me just get this in. Guys, we have put two links. One is the Discord, where in which we're gonna stream the game in it. So you don't have any ads, you don't have anything because it's our Discord. It's something that we invented just to make our people can actually watch the game while we talk on the game here. You understand me? So you can just click the Discord link. You're gonna go straight into the international section. If you're already on the Discord, it has been structured a way you can watch any one of the games that we're going to be talking on. All right. So we are doing international today. So you can just go in the international side and it will be there. All right. Yes, it's just to show the game. Once you reach there, make sure to mute your mic. All right. Make sure to mute your mic. Yes. All right. Yes, we are going to be showing the game right there. Just make sure to mute your mic. That's all. That's all we ask on. All right. Yes. So, anyways, let me just get there to the comments. I would love to love if Nigeria could win, but Portugal will win 2-1. Fair enough. Canada looks absolutely amazing, beating a well organized team like Japan. Canada will be heading home in the. So after all of that said, you come with your little dodgy behavior about heading home. Pagan, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. And then you have Omar Fowling said, Belgium will not advance. Team too old. End of golden generation. This is the lie that people keep telling themselves. It's just a bag of Jamaican fooling and telling a bag of things on the ears, telling about the team too old. Just go and look
Hey,
at Belgium team, and you will realize that they have
J-
young players on the team as well. Guys,
JD,
why
JD,
wouldn't just can't just look for
JD,
something, man?
JD,
Yes, 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 Mr. Jason.
I want you to realize, that
Want you to
you need
realize
to
what about
real.
that?
I want you to realize that it's not only me delusional in the world. There are many people that can see the truth that you cannot see, and they're
So,
in
so
there.
what,
They're
what,
in
what are you
Belgium.
talking? What are you talking about? I
I
said the
am
team is not
I
old
am
as what people
referring to
says. Uh,
the old Belgian team.
yes, all right. You know what? I'm not gonna have an argument on it because remember I'm doing something else on the next team. I'm gonna just put in the Belgian team right here, so and show you what the Belgium team is, and then transfer market. Simple as that. I am not going to have the argument because it doesn't require argument. All right. Yes, it doesn't require argument, and I'm sure that I'm not delusional, and I'm not picking up for Belgium. None at all. I'm just gonna show you just the same right here, and I'm gonna put in other teams. Simple as that. Simple as that. I am not gonna fight on it or nothing. Uh, I will save the fighting for the Wemaxit and those videos just to show you. Put it up there, the squad that they do have here. See, 27.8. 27.8. End of. Every team has older players in it, but they have young players in it. And some of the best young players are actually in this squad. So I don't know where people coming from, and maybe Jason fool them, but I am telling
No,
you,
JD,
it's not as
JD,
what Jason saying.
JD, JD.
Jason fool
That's a
them.
very nice. That's a very nice way to avoid the true thing that I want to bring up, which is, can you show the defenders in the team and how old the
Yeah,
defenders are?
but you said
Because
the team. You never said the defenders. The person and
okay,
I never want to spin this in a argument with Jason and Belgium when a Portugal and Nigeria play. That is how Jason love war. A man put up something in the chat and then him want war after that. Jason, you only come and stream for war? Join the
I
IMAXI
I
church.
I come for peace.
You know, come for peace because you're not saying. If you tell me the defenders are old, no problem. I am okay with that. The defenders are
No,
old,
but
no
you
problem.
know, just say that's what I just said. The
No,
defenders
but
are old.
that's not what the commenter saying. The commenter said the team too old. The last time I've learned about football, it's not defenders alone play football. The team is a part of the football as well. So you can't worry with what I'm saying. I'm arguing a point here, and you want to say that I am twisting things when the man say him own word there, and you want to say I am saying the wrong thing. I am answering to the commenter, sir. So why you coming to war with something different for the commenter say? Oh my God, this brother every day him invent a new way to war. Like he must get up and say, I woke up today, Africans. I am going to piss off JD with this statement. This is what I'm gonna bring today. Good day, Mr. Jason. How are you doing? Where is
I'm
he?
doing well.
Okay.
I'm doing well, and I'm doing well. Just here getting ready to watch this match. I did watch most of that Canada match and Africans. If I were you, I understand that you want to stay even keel and relaxed and everything, but I think you guys have a very good chance to come out of the group. I must be honest.
All
I
right.
must be honest.
I mean, let me give you something more. Why Jamaica never make that this far? Because we are saying we're impressed with Canada, but we said we are better than Jamaica, better than Canada.
Oh no, see JD, Jamaica
No,
has to
I'm just
figure out what.
asking Jason that. Jason may
Oh,
ask that because him have answer for everything else. So I want him to explain to me why we so better than Canada, but we are say Canada look good now in a World Cup. So why we never go a World Cup, Jason?
Well, JD, you say we say we're better than Canada, but
who is we?
I know I know me personally, I would not be in the we. So, that should be directed at another set of fans of Jamaica
The
because
man did. I said we,
I
and he took himself out of the we. This guy is something else.
they they said.
All right. So, guys, we got it now. See, when it's not going our way, Jason is not involved in it. Jason never said anything like that. It's just we, the other Jamaicans, but Jason never said that. All right. So, Jason, before the match starts, give me your take on Portugal. What you expect from Portugal in the World Cup? You think that they're going to qualify out of the group?
I do see them coming out of the group. I think that it will be, a tough one for them though at the same time because when you look at the teams inside of their group, there's a chance that they have some trouble. But I think in the end they'll have a little bit too much talent on the squad to not get out of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but when you look at it, Uruguay I think will be very formidable. I think they have good players at the right, like times in their career to kind of have a big showing. When you talk about Bentancur, when you talk about Valverde, when you talk about Nunes, they have the right pieces, in the team to cause some damage. So I do see them having a good World Cup. And I think when you look at South Korea and Ghana, they are both teams that on a given day will give most teams trouble. So, Portugal, I think it's going to be key for the coach to get the right balance because
Mm-hmm.
the elephant in the room for Portugal is Cristiano Ronaldo. We see how it's playing out at Manchester United now,
Mm-hmm.
and for as legendary of a player as he is,
Yeah.
we must all admit that there are parts of his game that you kind of lose something when he's on the field.
All
Now,
right. Yeah, man.
I
Continue.
think he
Continue.
can be a set to any team, of course, Portugal, but I think the coach will have to find a balance because there are other attacking players in the team that might make the team function better over 90 minutes. So
Mm-hmm.
I am curious to see how that plays out because benching him at Manchester United is one thing, but if this coach, I don't know, boy, I don't know if he can have a bench for Portugal if he's fully fit and ready. So I just want to see how that plays out. But
Uh,
in the end, I do
oh,
think they get through the group, but I think they'll be fighting Uruguay to get that first spot.
all right. Well, guys, we have posted two links. One for the Discord, which you won't encounter any problem. You just join the Discord, come straight in the area. We are streaming the game right now there. But what we find extremely disrespectful, we have 177 watching the video, and we are on 50 odd likes. All right, yes. 50 odd likes. So just get it to 100 likes very fast, guys. We are gonna turn the game on now because it's up and running. Let me know if the phone is coming through. If you're hearing Africans, are you hearing me?
Not
You're hearing me,
yet. Not
Africans?
yet. No.
You're not hearing me.
I'm hearing.
You're hearing the
I'm
sound.
hearing you. I'm hearing you. Yeah. I'm not hearing the sound now.
So, guys, inside the chat, Jason, are you hearing the sound? Everything is working in there.
Yep, everything is
All right,
coming through
and
clear.
inside the chat, please, people, guys, we are trying to help you out. So just please just answer us, no man, and do all right. We're trying to get it first. Right, so let's start it. All right. So we are, I think it's around 30 seconds behind. All right. So we are just gonna be below in the comment section. Okay. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna try and fix the sound. The sound is not coming through good enough. So I'm fixing the sound. All right. Give me a second. I'm trying to fix the sound right now. But the game is going on inside the description. Inside the Discord. So join me there. Try to fix the sound. All right. I think it should be Africans. Let me know if you're hearing it. All right. I think it should be Africans. Let me know if you're hearing it. All right. I think it should
I'm
be
not, but it could just be my connection. So
Africans. Are you hearing me, bro?
I'm hearing you, yeah, but I'm not hearing the broadcast. So, but I'm hearing
Okay.
you.
Yeah, because no, because I'm trying to get the sound coming through. I for some reason I'm
Yeah,
not getting it through the system. I don't know what happened.
yeah, I'm not hearing you. I'm not hearing the sound. I'm hearing you, but not the sound.
All right. So guys, we have what, 2 minutes in the game so far. Sorry about that. Pretty even start, to be honest. But we're working on the sound coming through. All right. Yes, we have a little technical difficulty, and we're working on it coming through. I don't know why it's not coming through. I should have been coming through very easily, But we're working on it though. Wonderful over the top from Portugal. Oh, bad pass there. No, the problem is that we're not getting back the sound through tube, so that's why. So we have to just give our commentary on it. But it's not the sound from the game itself not coming through to YouTube. But that is still okay. We can do our thing. Guys, please do smash the like button, share, and subscribe, alright? Get us past 100 likes on the video and leave your thoughts in the comment section. Predictions and all. Good spell coming from Portugal at this point. Portugal breaking on the right hand side. Had to reset because good organization from Nigeria. 1-2 for Portugal. Fernandez inside. Over the top. Wonderful. It turns out to be good. Ooh, miss it there. Wonderful defending from Carvalho. That's what I told you. He's going to break up the middle. But good recovery from him. All right. So everything that we talk about Africans, we already start to see so far.
Mhm.
Guys, once you come inside the Discord, make sure to mute your mic. Make sure to mute your mic. All right, that's all we ask. Tanko, how you doing, man? Thanks for being here. Let me hear if the sound coming through.
Oh, now I'm starting to hear it there. Yeah, but is that your phone or is that the?
Yes, it's only our voice coming through. I don't know what happened to the system, but it normally works easy, you know. But that's okay. We are giving our commentary, and it's to people inside YouTube. If you want to get the game and the commentary inside the game, you go on the Discord, no problem. But make sure to resubscribe here, guys. Get us to we're trying to go to 6,000 subscribers. So if you're new, make sure to do so. Wonderful work here from Portugal over the left hand side, essentially.
One
Carvalho
thing
worked
I'm
in
liking
mix.
so far, JD from Portugal, the coach realized that Bernardo Silva just needs to go everywhere.
Yeah, we said that at the start. We said he's the one that we are looking to link the midfield with the attack because the type of player he is. He has pretty much unlocked something new at City, for himself, as a roaming player, like a no position player. He's a defender, central forward, midfielder, everything, goalkeeper at
Now, in
times.
Portugal, in times in the past, they never gave him so much license. They would have put him on one of the wings. So I like that they realized, hey, if we're going to get the best out of him, we need to duplicate how he played for the club.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Guys, Portugal definitely got the advantage in the early part. Winning back the ball in midfield and pressing very high. So Nigeria kind of struggling to beat the press at this point. But it's just 6 minutes in the game, so it's not a bad start. Ooh, 1-0. But they said, all right, let me. One second, guys. Let me just fix this, guys, and then I will go back to the game. All right, 1 second. All right. So sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. We're just trying to add some things to the thing. We have to update it. Yes. All right. I think I can use something else.
Mm-hmm. So as
That
JD is
was a
setting that
brilliant
up.
goal. That over the top ball was always on. Always on.
Mhm.
Wonderful work from Portugal. That over the top ball was always on, Africans. So what say you on that goal, Africans and Jason?
No, it was set up perfectly, like you said. The over the top ball sent it in. They caught them playing high,
Brilliant
got right
goal.
pass, and
The
there they go.
movement, the timing, you know, that is just class. All the way around.
Agreed, agreed, agreed. Just a class goal by class player.
Uh, 1 second, guys. Let me just take off my next thing after remove. All right. So that's good. So I can do my job here. All right. So legal goal, guys. So now it's on my phone. I can get it started out. Portugal 4, Nigeria 1. Our Nigeria team sucks. Mediocre players. No, Fortune. Fortune, I don't think it's just like that, man. Portugal is a team that they are a good team going in. You know, they're not a one of the mediocre teams. They're a good team, so you cannot gauge your team like that. You get me? You can't just say they can't beat Portugal. They are average or mediocre team. You know, you can't just do it like that. These are teams that maybe they are a little bit more pragmatic than most, but they are always up there to win the entire tournaments that they do go into. 14 age. Hope you understand where I'm coming from. And what would you say on that, Africans? Because Fortune saying that Nigeria sucks. You know.
Well, they don't, but you're playing a better team. There are levels to how they're playing, and this isn't a full Nigeria team. So it's hard to really judge them on how good they are when you have a team. One team is getting ready for the World Cup, the other team is showing players. So there's two different mentalities here overall. So it's not fair to say.
Yeah.
And fair enough, Fortune, and that's fair enough. But at the same time, it, if you're not playing for anything, you're playing for pride at that point. Yes, you'd like that pride to come through, but at the end of the day, playing for pride versus playing for a moment that if Nigeria wins this game, it's a footnote, depending on what Portugal does. It's either the beginning of their demise or it's the blip before they go on a deep run. So for them, they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
I think this is what fixes it. 1 second, guys. 1 second. I just have a problem. Default. Make sure it comes through. I think this
I
should
think
this should be
this
okay now,
should be okay,
guys.
no guy.
Yeah, it's coming in.
It's coming through.
It's coming through.
Oh, I can hear you on your echo, so you're probably discording in and out here. So
Okay, so you're not
Okay, so
hearing the
you're not
discard.
hearing this card.
no.
I don't know
I
why
don't know why
it's coming through.
it's coming through.
I don't know why it's. But
Hmm.
everyone knows to go on the front foot against black nations and get get the scared. That's how they played Jamaica. No, but you can't say black nation. I just think it's people watching football and analyzing what the team is doing. All right, that's what I think.
Yeah, it's a very oversimplification. It's not even fair to be honest.
I'm still trying to get it come through the system, guys. I think it's just something wrong with my system, but I'm definitely trying to fix it, guys. So sorry about that. I'm going to work on this because I don't know how is it I'm getting this. Thanks everyone for hitting the like button. Massive respect. Keep on smashing the subscribe button. Oh God.
You put it. Candela lady, man, body in the
Just mute that person, please. Just mute that person.
curiosity. Yeah, you remember, yeah.
Yeah, Jason, please mute
Voilà.
him.
Là, je suis déjà là. Après, pour mes week-ends, je vais tout dire, là.
Oh, the bump. All right, so guys, we have to just commentate for the rest of the stream, because we're not getting it through, but we will work on that sound coming through. The World Cup won't start, and we don't fix that. All right, so don't worry yourself. I really believe that at last Ronaldo will um surely recognize Osimhen, and I think Super Eagles should kindly come down to play like a team. Okay. All right, that's the offside. All right, so Portugal breaking from the left hand side. It looks like Carvalho really playing over there. That surprised me. And he's holding up good over there. Africans, he's playing from the left hand side, coming in, and he's putting in tackles. Are you hearing me, Africans?
Yeah, I was just muted here. But yeah, no, he's looking good on that side. He really is. So let's kind of see how this progresses. Again, still early in the match, down, free adversity for Nigeria. Let's see what they're able to do with this.
Portugal reset. Nigeria trying to press. Right? Portugal played it over the left hand side. Reset because Nigeria is in shape. But every single time this happens, they're going to lift it over the top. Jesus says, Vamos Portugal. Okay. Good 1-2 year from Portugal. Bernardo Silva. Portugal storming over the midfield, put it over the top. Wonderful control. Ooh, that what a cross there. You know, a little bit inside. And that would have been 2-0. That would have been 2-0 Portugal. What a ball from Fernandez. One second, Africans. I'm gonna go for my look for my phone. I'm still struggling to
No
find my
problem.
next. Yeah, 1 second.
No problem, no problem. So as we're here, guys, make sure if you are here, make sure you leave a like on the video. Continue to subscribe if you haven't already. So far, Portugal's up 1-0 on Nigeria. It's been pretty much one-way traffic for Portugal. Nigeria has had not much on the attack other than clearing the ball out. My stream is in the 20th minute. You guys here are a little bit past that, so we'll try to keep you guys updated and moving from that. Jason, you still in the chat? Jason is not in the Discord. Guys, if you're in the Discord, Hope you guys are enjoying it there as well. You guys just leave your comments, thoughts on the game. Going through if you're from Nigeria, from Portugal. Give me some players that you're excited for the next cycle, especially for Nigeria's standpoint. We know they're not in the World Cup, but let's talk about where they could be going. Let's talk about the next wave of Nigerian players who are going to be part of that foundation with the Osimens, the Lookmans, the Ndidis, who can push those players and get some more coming through. So throw that in the chat as we go. Another goal kick coming for Nigeria. And again, this game has been played in Nigeria's half, haven't had much of the ball, just defending, shot over the bar. So let's see what they're able to do moving forward. And it's a little difficult in that sense, looking at it, because if you're trying to prepare for Ghana, which is what Portugal is doing here, Ghana is much more comfortable being a possessive team versus a team that's going to sit back and counter. They're better with the ball. They can defend and counter. There's no doubt about that. They're much more dangerous when they have the lead, but we'll see how this is going. Ball moving up on the left. Ball sent back to the keeper, and these are some of the few times the ball's been there. I mean, it's not that specifically. I think there's a mentality, Shata. Like, there's a mentality you have to have, and with different people, it goes differently, right? When you have people who play in clubs, and here's the thing: nation versus club. Is your club corrupt? Does your club have issues, which stem from a lot of different reasons? It's a lot easier to just say, club, cool, let's be passionate about this. You come back for your national team, and then you have what? You have controversy here, you have this over there, there's complex there. For some people, playing for your national team is a pride, but for others, it's a headache because all the baggage that comes with it. So I don't think it's fair to necessarily say that, hey, Nigerian players have more passion for their club versus something else.
Portugal and
But
the
at the
break.
end of the day, yeah, at the end of the day, it's also
Oh, wrong
look at the
decision here.
environment.
All right. Cleve said, you do realize that Nigerian players seems to play with more passion for their clubs than their nation. No, why are you saying that? Like, we get these statements, these conclusive points. That's my problem, you know. You're not telling me where you're getting from, but you're coming up with that. I'm watching Nigeria a lot of times, and I don't know how you got that. S- s- I don't know. I'm still struggling. What say you on that, Africans? You believe that? Because I don't know what meter he had to gauge that Nigerian players play better for or show more passion for their club. No, I don't believe that, man.
All I was saying was that if you're gonna say that, and I'm not gonna disagree with that, but to the point, if you play for your club, there's a simplicity to it. Club is there, club pays you, you go from there. When you're playing for your country, there's the politics that's with it. There's the aspects of it. So I think for me, sometimes national team comes with more of a headache than it does your club, because for your club it's simple. For the national team, yes, it's the nation, but then you have all the baggage that comes with that, all the behind the scenes things that you know about or don't know about that are happening. So I'm not going to necessarily disagree and say I don't think it's an inferiority complex. It's ability to actually go play a certain way, and it's the style of play going there. But I do think the environment from different national teams. I mean, let's look at Jamaica. You're going to tell me that the environment around the national team was conducive enough to be supportive? We've all seen captains, so I'm not going to tell you that everything was perfect, but you can't deny that the environment there didn't play a role into it. Now, multiply that tenfold, and then you have a situation where it's just, okay, so we're just going to ignore
Strike
it.
coming. Nigeria on the break. Let's see who is this. Iwobi. Okay, Iwobi has the ball now over the left hand side, cutting in. Good through pass here. Oh, uh, Nothing from the Nigerians. A corner coming up for the Nigerians at this point. Well, if they play better for their country, their club, well, I don't know. I'm going to do an investigation on that. But I don't know where
Good try.
Shutter Cleave get these behavior from. Usually we are losing again. As usual, we are. Come on, Susan. Come on, Unity, Ebby. Always come with this behavior. Look, Susan, they're playing Portugal.
JD, it's tough. It's tough, JD. When the fans they're losing the game, they're gonna say things, but let's just try to calm them down and explain. Like, look,
I am
Portugal
explaining.
is
I am trying to explain, but Unity Ebby always come with that behavior. Him always say that. I'm always egg the people on. That's all. That's all. I never say nothing else. I never even go in my statement as yet, Jason. Wonderful work here from Carvalho. How is this
no,
possible? I'm not Carvalho.
no,
I'm
that's
Mendes. I'm
Nuno
Mendes.
Mendes.
I'm
That's
Mendes, man.
Nuno
You come
Mendes.
here wonder,
Yeah,
Carvalho playing so high. Okay, that's Mendes, man. He looks lively, man. And I'm saying, damn, Carvalho playing ridiculously high. When he sheds so much pounds and gets so
I
fleary.
was I was surprised that they didn't put Renato Sanchez in the team now that he's playing again.
I think you have to look at what they want. They want our brother from City over the one side to drop back. So they still have four midfielders in. Sanchez would have been a worker central that can play as attacking midfield and everything. I don't think
Yeah,
I don't think they would put him in the team when they have Bernardo Silva up high. And he offers that
yeah,
extra flair when you have Carvalho being the steal and you have Bruno Fernandes already playing a sole role
that
because he's not defending
that's
or
true.
nothing. So where you're gonna put
That's
Ronaldo
true.
Sanchez? That is my problem.
Oh
Who does
no,
that?
it's not for the starting 11 minutes. Just as a squad, I mean, they take 26 players or 25, whatever it
Mm-hmm.
is. I mean, I just would think he would be one of those. But I understand him not starting for sure. But he was always a good option off the bench when they had one like the Euro and stuff. So I was just
Okay,
surprised
okay.
now that he's fit that he didn't come back for that again. But.
Yeah, I could see why then you would put him in the starting, but definitely yes, I would agree he should be at least even their squad. Based on how he's performing at this point. Guys, still 1-0. Nigeria down. Nigeria got a few breaks so far, but poor decision making. Through the midfield third towards the attacking third there. So it's just up to Nigeria to get their act together. But definitely this has been all Portugal so far. And remember, they are preparing to go to the World Cup, and they are not a soft team. They are preparing to win a group with Uruguay, South Korea, very tough teams. So and Ghana as well. So it's not a
World
walkover
class
team.
party.
Yes, Kevin, bless up, bless up. Kevin said, Mane missed in World Cup. No, at this point they said he's gonna miss games in World Cup, so they're gonna still bring him on the plane and see if he will be recovering to at least certain level. A break coming here for Portugal. Ooh, the cross was a little bit too inside rather than the fine spot between the 6 yard areas there. Yes, so good defending in the end by Nigeria, and Nigeria will start from the back and with the high press coming from Portugal, and that's why Nigeria can't get into the game because they can't beat the high press up to this point. 28 minutes in, and it seems to struggle to beat the high press. So that is the biggest problem. Susan said they don't have two heads. They just they just like losing. Oh my God, Susan, come on, man, come on, man. You have class, you have levels of football here because you can't tell me that you're gonna pick any team in Nigeria and say they should go up against Manchester City. And if Manchester City leading 2-0, you're gonna come and say they're always losers. Not saying that's the distance between Nigeria and Portugal, but I want to say Portugal, they are a little bit further in their development. So I want to say that they should be winning this game, as what we said from before. Obviously we have not seen enough from Nigeria in this game, so that is true on that side.
But Susan, remember too, the longer the game stay 1-0, it's just one to turn up right pass, the right run, and the game is 1-1, and then you're praising them again. So just take a little time.
Yes.
It could change very quickly.
Okay. So Demo says here, breaking news: Sadio Mane will miss the World Cup. Confirms he will not be able to be a part. Okay, so that means the scan and everything came through, and it's not going to recover. All right, no problem. All right, so based on Dimo Romano, that's what's going on right now. Sadio Mane should be out. And I believe Dimo, because if I don't believe him, he's gonna beat me up. So, so I better believe him. Yes. So Dimo says so. All right. Yes. I will double check to make sure we check the right sources. Then, but Dimo says so. All right.
Right. There's a good attack from Nigeria, shot on target. That was Simon.
Nigeria players are now getting used to playing together. They're learning on the job, like Jamaica did against Argentina. Yes, that's what. Yeah. I have Sadio on speed dial. Okay, yes, that's what I'm saying. I said Dimo said it. I've never said anything, and I just gave you the ratings. A good over the top ball here from Portugal. Wonderful defending. Yeah, wonderful defending from Nigeria. So Nigeria getting into the game now a little bit more, guys. A little bit more. And remember, this is an experienced team, People are looking at the experience that on this Portugal team, Why am I not hearing about a good amount of aged player on Portugal team, Dimo and Jason?
Oh, because Portugal's
of the
not old.
mixture.
Because of the mixture. I'm gonna show you Jason wicked. He's gonna come down to tell me that the centre backs them are not so old in one area. That's what he's gonna come around and tell me, Because when you look at the average, you're gonna drop down, So he's gonna switch his argument. Just watch.
Average will be screwed by outliers, You have a 37-year-old there.
Oh my God. Yeah, all right, Jason. One thing with you, nobody can win a line of a conversation with you. All right, even when you're wrong, you're wrong. You're right.
I never said that, chat. That's JD speaking, and so that's about myself.
All right, guys. Come on. We have 120 in the chat, guys. Please do smash the like button. And if you want to watch the game, just go in the Discord. We are showing the game there. Penalty awarded. Portugal.
Ooh. Susan upset.
All right. So, 1 second, guys. We are having. Let me see if it's a penalty. Bernardo, so why you don't put those ball early? Your technical ability, the man. Good part. All right. Dribbler. Oh, it has to be Bernardo, man. It's an ball. It's an ball. Oh, they're gonna have to look at that. That was very, very close. You have to look over.
His hand was big, but his hand was.
But the distance. They have to go back and look at this.
Close. Yeah, they need to look.
Oh my God, we have to talk about this, this rule, this new stupid rule, This new stupid. The distance should always come in consideration. I'm very sorry. No, oh my God, that is robbery, man. Oh my God, this is from the back as well, guys. This is nowhere near a penalty. These are wickedness in football, guys. Oh my God, man, this is terrible, man. Open arm.
Ref say put him hand behind. Ref say put him hand behind and block.
Wow.
And it was checked and given.
Wow.
Checked and given.
Guys, I'm telling you, football is done. If that is a penalty, football is done. I'm not asking you. Football is done. I don't know what we're trying to achieve in football.
Malachi Douglas.
Football is done, guys. These calls, man. Jason, looking at that, you would class that as a penalty, brother? Oh my God, man.
No, I think they need to put a little more emphasis on how close the defender is.
No, but not even the close, Jason. But not even the close, Jason. But look at the. No, Jason, look at the action, the arm action. The man action and swung behind him. What kind of control he can have over his arm behind him?
Yeah, when you stretch one foot, your arm is gonna come up like that for balance. So I understand your concern with the call. So yeah, it's a dodgy one. It's a dodgy one.
Wow.
It's tough.
Good break here from Nigeria. Oh, bad decision. Hold on to the ball, man. Knowing that calls going like this in football, you hold on to the ball and try run to the box as much as possible. Some technicalities will give you a penalty nowadays. Yes, thanks. Yes, it's 2-0. We have updated it 2-0 Portugal. But we have to be honest, that penalty call just a while ago, nothing to do with Nigeria. But if this is what the World Cup will come down to, oh my days, man. What about the technically skilled players like KDB and Bernardo Silva? People that can control the ball at a level, they are going to always win these penalties. Jason, because they're going to kick it every time they're scoring it past certain level of your body. And any little clumsy, it is a penalty. So you're going to be looking for penalties.
Yeah, it makes the referee's job very hard. And as you say, the player is very technical, you know exactly. They put in the ball Nigeria.
Good try there for Nigeria. Good try.
They know where they're in the ball. So as you say, they can, if it's late in a game and they need a call, they'll just get into the back, cross it like that height, and it might be an issue. So you're right.
Why? No man, this is tough, man. Secondary arm action should not be considered as a penalty. Should not be considered as a penalty. I'm very sorry, but this is going to damage the World Cup. I can tell you, first two games in the World Cup, we will be here talking about VAR. I'm sure of that. Thank you, Shakpo. Guys, get us past 100 likes on the video now, guys. Please and thanks, and make sure to subscribe. We only need 20 more subscription to pass. Oh, guys, we're still not at 100. Damn, you can't do us that like that. We are literally here for almost an hour, and we are not on 100 likes. All right? Yeah, man. So just take a little time and smash the like button. Let me aim for 200 likes on this video. 200 before the video finishes. All right? Half time coming up soon. It's 38 minutes in the game. Yes, so half time coming up. And we are going to be discussing that. And hopefully by then, I can try and fix the problem. Fix the problem for the sound coming through. All right? Because I need that to be started. Nigeria building from the back. High pressing still remain by Portugal. Nigeria.
Portugal presses high. Look at, they have 7 players pressing. Look at this.
A wonderful break here from Nigeria. What happened to the guy that running through the making the diagonal run? For them to stay static. Wonderful break here from Nigeria. Put it back across. You see the difference now, Jason? He puts it extremely low. So yes,
Yeah.
no.
Never give it the little height already.
Yeah, go dodgy with that height, man. Yeah, man, to get a penalty here and there, man. Go dodgy with the height.
Did you see how Diaz was defended with his arms just now?
Yes.
It's like I don't know where to put them.
That's damaging football, man. So a corner coming in for Nigeria, short corner, it will be. They're gonna put it in early. Let's see. Put that ball. Oh man, that's a bad cross from Nigeria there, and they will get an through in the left on the left hand side. So they still have a chance to get inside the box. So let's see what they're gonna create from this. Yes, guys, come on, man. We have 164 watching. Get us past 100 likes so we can aim for 200 likes in the video. Make sure to subscribe because this is where football lives. We're going to be giving you the sound coming through, and we're just having some difficulties at this point. with the sound coming through to YouTube, but it's inside the discard. So all you can do is go in the discard, and the game is showing there. You won't have any problem watching it there in the discard. And that's the way we are going to be doing it right throughout the World Cup. All right? Yes, ma'am. I think it's something in my software, Jason. I think it's something in my software. So I think I just need to fix the page.
Yeah, man. You know you will figure it out in due time.
All right. Let me. I think yeah, man. I think it's odd blocking the sound coming through. But I will fix it, man. No problem. I'll fix it. Because the problem is I've stopped on the next channel over and over. So it worked easily from the. No, I had a problem yesterday as well. I had this problem yesterday, so we will get it started. No problem.
This half making me think I need to reassess Portugal. You know.
Yes, yeah, I think if Portugal can play like this throughout the entire competition, adding Cristiano Ronaldo and
No.
Leo in the team, it's gonna be a deep team. No, it's gonna be a team very experienced as well.
Yeah, but I think this is the best version of. I think
Yeah,
this version of Portugal
they
is the
have
best.
Neves on the bench, they have Nunes on the bench, Guedes on the bench.
And Ronaldo will come into this team and add more goal scoring to it as well, because I think he's gonna play centrally in this system. Now we saw how they are playing. It doesn't necessarily need to flow and rotate and stuff. Even though that might slow up your team movements, I think he's gonna offer something just the same. I could see Ronaldo not starting in this team if they want
I think
fluidity.
that would be I think that would be best if he's coming off the bench.
Okay.
Because you want to lay down that press. And right now
Yes.
the press looks very, very, very good. And Ronaldo won't be able to sustain the press. So they can bring him on later.
All right, so Nigeria trying to get through the midfield here. Wonderful pass there. Let's see Nigeria coming from over the left hand side. Ooh, good slipping pass there. Good hold up. No foul, referee. Oh.
No, JD.
Jason, how is that a foul for Portugal? Look at the replay. How is that a foul because he never stepped on him. You see what I'm talking about? He never stepped on him. So it was not a foul. You thought that I have my 4K eyes on. That's what I tried to tell you. I had my 4K eyes on. Wonderful win here. So confusion. Just turn it.
Right?
That's in
All right,
offside.
so
He's coming from offside position. He's coming from offside position. Yes, he's coming. I have my 4K on, Jason, man. I tell you, man. He's coming from offside position, man.
Yeah, that is something in football that's always been there. When the defender has the ball and the attacker is trying to win it, the defender normally gets the call, even if it's a little soft.
Mm-hmm.
That's just something in football. It's always been that way.
All right, so guys, we're at halftime now. At this point, halftime. Yes.
Ooh.
What a chance! What a last chance there. That should have been 3-0. From Bruno.
Don't even know if it was offside.
No, I think he's onside. I think he was actually onside. So that's half time on the clock, guys. We're gonna do our analysis on the first half. Yes, sorry about that. We are going to definitely fix this problem. We're gonna definitely fix this problem. All right. So let me bring it up right here. Let me stop stream it in the chat for now. So guys, 1 to 3. All right, we restart the game. Okay, now for now we're going to be out here. What you can do, guys, you just make sure to hit the like button once you come in, guys, because it's important. You can't be here wanting every service on planet Earth, but the last thing you do, you don't hit the like button. Don't play with me, guys. Get the likes up on the video. We need 22 more to reach 100. Yes. What you can do, give me your take on the first half performance if you're watching. All right, give me your take on the first half performance for Nigeria and for Portugal. Yeah, but we are going to start with the panel. So, Jason, what say you on this performance so far? And then we're bringing Africans right after this.
Well, if I'm a Nigeria fan, I am wanting to see more. I mean, I know the opposition you're facing is probably the favorites for the day, but when Nigeria did get the odd chance to attack, they look very disjointed in attack, not really making the right runs. So you'd be hoping for more from Nigeria. Also, as far as when they're trying to come out from the back against the press, they are having a tough time breaking that first press, and they have not really decided to go direct in the first half, which might have helped them get out of a little bit of trouble. But kudos to them for trying to stick to what they're trying to do, which is build out from the back. Now on the other side with Portugal, if I'm Portugal's coach, I like the exercise of the first half. I like the movement in attack. I like the press. It looks like the team is gelling well. There's multiple options when guys are on the ball. So, based on everything I saw so far, I kind of was downplaying Portugal's chances in this World Cup. But, if they can look like how they look in this first half in the World Cup, then I think they might be one in there for a shout at the end.
All right, well said, well said. Then we have GS, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Then we have Maislin coming in. Massive respect, thanks for the continuous support. Yes, and then we have Africans deep diving in his analysis. Yes, the man from Ghana. Give your take on the Nigerian performance so far.
Wow, you're setting me up to just look like a
No, 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 no,
like a
no,
troll right now.
no, man.
He's
Trey
a
saw you
god.
the mic and everything, so you're ready to
Him,
give the
him,
deep dive
him,
analysis.
him a Ghanaian man about to talk about Nigeria. Well, let me tell you about Nigeria. They haven't had the ball, and that's a bit more for what Portugal has done than anything else. I think drop more. They're playing a 4-5-1 essentially, and they're still getting beat out wide. So, and realistically, there's nothing they can really do. If they try to support the wingers, Bruno will walk down main street. If they don't, they'll go back wide. It's about being more efficient when you do have the ball, trying to get more possession. Don't just try to clear to give yourself space to reprieve. Actually build out, stretch out the line, make Portugal have to defend. And I think they'll have a better showing. This game reminds me of the Ghana Brazil matchup,
Yeah,
where it was
yeah,
just
yeah.
Brazil. It was Brazil one-way traffic, and unfortunately, in this situation, we don't have Osimhen and a bunch of people on the bench we can call up. It's going to be up to the 11 or 16 that play today to really turn it up. So I think they can. Portugal will take their foot off the gas eventually because there's going to be a Nigerian who's going to make a run, a questionable tackle at Bruno, and then Portugal's going to take everybody out. So between that time and that ending, can they start to actually look better on the ball and actually go out wide? They've had a few decent opportunities, but now it's just you got to play. You can't. You're gonna if you lose 5-2, you lose 5-2, but at least you got your two. So go out and play. Forget about staying a low block. Don't make it look better because it was 3-0 and it was one way traffic. You have the talent. Go out and play.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. All right, I like the way you put that, big boss. All right, yes, thanks very much for that. Um, So let me just go through the statistics here just to show you what actually took place in the game. Yes, so 2-0 score line. Definitely they do look better than the Nigerian team. Yes, and they even gave you something to show you that you might have to reconsider them and a lot of other things. You can't just go out there and disrespect them and say that, oh, they are Portugal, you have better teams, you have the Brazil, you have the Frances of this world. I think they have shown something that they are something, they are a work in progress. So give them a little credit. They had 71% so far, 7 shots, 2 on target. I thought that they had more on target, so I don't know what they said, 2 only on target. Only 2 goals on target. Oh yeah, it might just be that. It might just be that. The rest of them went close and blocks.
Yeah,
Yes. So
that's it
yes,
over the bar
two on
block.
target. Yes.
Yeah.
So two on target. That's accurate. And then 3 shots off target and 2 blocks. So it's all right. 29% for Nigeria. 1 on target and 3 corners. So that's practically what Nigeria did. Nigeria need to be a little bit more busy. For me, I do agree. The players that we said needed to turn up and do extremely well, they are doing a good job. Bernardo Silva is roaming in the team. So even though you saw that they're playing a 4-4-2 diamond type style system, Carvalho adjusted to the right position, which we expected him to play. Yes. But Bernardo Silva and Bruno Fernandes, I don't know where they're playing in this system. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes is a little bit more right-sided majority of the time, but Bernardo Silva and Bruno Fernandes, they are the license to roam in this game. I don't know if Jason picked that up, but both of them floating all over the place. But definitely Bernardo Silva a little bit more busier. And if you have the luxury for two of your players, two of your most creative players, can float on the pitch, it's very hard for the next team to stop you. Incredibly hard for the next team to stop you. You understand me?
You know, JD, when you look at that midfield four that they are using today,
Mm-hmm.
firstly everybody will talk about the creators, Silva and Bruno Fernandes, and the destroyer Carvalho. But the player that's gonna be unsung is Otavio, because I don't know if they're providing the heat map yet, but that guy must be covering a lot of ground, because if you have two players that are quote
Yes,
unquote
yes.
luxury players,
And they're free roamers. So
yes, free roamers, you don't know where they're gonna be when the team counterattack. So you have to have, because for as big as Carvalho is, he cannot cover the ground as much as like Otavio. So somebody
yes.
like Otavio is really important in a system like this.
And that's why I have Carvalho being the pass of the ball, and he's much more stationary, but Otavio is the one that's roaming and still doing the dirty work. Oh, what both players, both free roamers needed to be doing. All right, so
Yes.
I
Yes.
think with bigger teams with this system, I am not sure if it's going to work. You get me? But for now, it's showing that Portugal has different sides to them, at least different sides to them. So the two main players to watch, 45 minutes played, 39 touches for Otavio and 62 touches for Carvalho. Carvalho has a 88% passing accuracy here, 50 to 57. 2 long passes attempted, 1 successful so far. And Otavio has a 100% passing accuracy here, 1 key pass in that, 7 of 7 long passes. So not just out here doing the roaming role. He is doing pretty much almost everything, because look at it. He has
Everything.
one clearance, 1 tackle, and only 1 time he had gotten dribbled past, and he was fouled 1 time. So he's pushing forward and pressing. Initiate the press, or sustaining the press with the Portuguese team. So I want to say that he's doing a good job. 2 of 4 ground duels, 1 of 2 aerial duels. That's good for our first half. And then Carvalho, obviously, he's a big frame. He's very strong. So if you're coming closer to him, you can't get him off the ball, none at
Yes.
all. You get me? Because he's so strong. So
Nope.
62 touches, 50 of 57. Long ball, 1 of 2, as what we said before. Shots blocked, 1. 1 of 1 aerial duel. He never went into any ground duels. All right. Position lost only 7 times. 2
Them
interceptions so
afraid.
far. 2 interceptions so far. So I want to say that this is something good. This is something good we're seeing here from Portugal. Maybe they're onto something. Maybe Portugal is onto something. Who knows? Maybe they're onto something, guys. But we're trying to get the rest of them in for you. But we're struggling to get these guys off the screen. So I don't know.
And when you look at the bench, I mean, you have Cancelo, Mateus Nunes, Leo, Danilo Pereira, João Plin, Ruben Neves. I mean, this is many players. So they can really stay fresh in the World Cup. They won't lose much when they rotate.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So those are the two players that definitely holding up the system inside, and they actually upgraded active Otavio to 7.0 now, so you can clearly see that he's putting in a good shift. Two goals from Bruno Fernandez tells you the whole story. He's putting in a good floating role. He's pretty much good on the passing today, and obviously he's always more of like a player for key passes. You get me? And
Yes.
his finishes. So if he's in a game and having good passing accuracy, it's very rare you are going to be winning that game. It's going to be very rare you are going to be winning that game. So I think Nigeria allowing them to do every single thing that they wanted to do. Long passes, 3 or 4 for Bruno Fernandes, 2 shots on target, 2 off target, 1 block there. Possession lost only 5 times, 2 of 3 ground duels, 1 so far, 1 interception, 2 tackles, and 1 time dribble pass and 1 clearance. So Bruno Fernandes, he deserves to be the man of the match so far because he's definitely doing a bit of every single thing. You get me? Yes. But we still
Yeah,
have to give
very, very
respect to the guys that
influential.
you said. No,
Yeah, very
yeah.
influential, Bruno, for sure.
Yes. So
Very influential.
we have some comments here. Literally, Portugal will win. That's yeah, but we are not looking just for the win, ZKR. We are looking for more than that. Remember, we are looking for future games, like in the World Cup coming. Yes. Fortune says 4-0. It's going to be. So, guys, let me know. And those are subscribed. Thanks, those are for subscribing. Let me see, guys. Guys, please, if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Let me pass. Let me tell you how much you want to pass. You want to pass 3,400 today. I think that's not a hard one. We need 60 more subscription to pass 3,400. So if you can just subscribe at this point, we would get that 3,400 on the board, and we only need 600 subscription from that point to get exactly where we want to we want to be. All right. Yes, exactly where we want to be. So please do the subscription for us in the halftime. One person subscribed so far. Yes, let's keep on subscribing. We have 150. We know we have 15 people haven't subscribed as yet. So let's definitely do that. Get us past the 3,400 and let we start aiming to the 6,000. Then we have Brian Burke just reaching. Massive respect. So guys, give me in the comment section what you think the final score would be. Jason, based on what you saw, what you think the score will be in the end?
Well, I can expect maybe after about 60 minutes, the coaches to make some changes, so the game might be a little disjointed in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they come out with the same team in the second half and Nigeria does not, step up their game a little bit, I can see at least one more goal coming early, and maybe after all the subs happen, one more at the end. So I would say I probably see a 4-0. Hopefully Nigeria can get one. So let me just say 4-1.
4-1 you're going with. Guys, we want some people in the comment section, and we need some likes on the video, guys. 10 more likes to 100. We're still aiming for 200 likes on this video. All right, we're still aiming for 200 likes on this video. All right, so get it past 100 first, and then we go to 200. All right, and we saw a super chat just came in. Massive respect. Upgrading my prediction to 3-0. So one more. I think it's going to be an open second half. Portugal to end World Cup. All right. So you think that Ronaldo will be winning the World Cup instead of Lionel Messi? Wow. Well, their performance today, we have to respect them and give them some credit. Joy Felix. What he made of Joy Felix, because we weren't talking about him, so far, and he has one of the highest ratings so far in the game. 25 touches, 95% accuracy. 2 key passes in this one. 2 of 2 long passes, 1 big chances created, 1 of 1 ground duels, possession lost only 2 times, was fouled 1 time, and pretty much that's it. So what you made of Joy Felix, because he needs a club, so any one of us can give him some respect. We have to put some respect on his name.
Joe Felix is a funny one. I mean, he's a player that I highly rate. When he went to Atletico Madrid, I always wondered about the system fitting him. And it has kind of played out that way, where he has always kind of been the forgotten one at Madrid, at Atletico. And I think there's a good player in there if he gets the right system and the right team. So, I think he's done very well in the first half and has given the coach something to think about when it comes on to the first game and who will start, because, he seems to fit with the type of roaming players like Bruno and Bernardo in the way he plays. So I think that they can maybe bring out the best in him and vice versa. So, again, I think this coach, he's a very experienced coach. And I think he's going to earn his money in this World Cup, because there's a lot of different ways you could set up this World
All right, so second half coming up, it looks like they're going to make a few changes. Bernardo Silva I saw walking out with different jerseys, so it simply means they're going to substitute a few players. Yes, so they're going to test out a few things. We're going to give you the substitutions right after this, guys. All right, we're going to put up the play-by-play action for you guys right now, so you can get to see it. All right, yes. And we are going to be putting it back in the Discord so you guys can get to see it as well inside the Discord. We have to be doing a lot of things per streams, so hope you guys are sure to respect and the damn video and I hit the like button. All right, yeah, man. Daniel says Portugal 6-0. Dalva says Nigeria need to break through the first wave of press and then can use pace to get in through. All right, fair enough. But they have to be brave enough and want it a little bit more than just saying it, Yes, I'm going to be streaming it now inside the Discord, so you can get to see it right there. Hopefully that works for us. All right, so Jason, you're seeing it in the Discord now? Let me know.
Yeah. Hold on.
It should be in the Discord now. It's on the screen, right?
Yes, I'm seeing it.
All right, good. So, guys, just put your comment in. We're gonna give you the players that was actually substituted. Let me see the substitution. No, they haven't uploaded the substitutions as yet. We're waiting before
So
we
it
can
looks
let you
like
know.
Rafael Guerrero, João Mario, Pepe, 500 years old.
Yes.
And that looks like Vitinha from PSG. So those are the four subs. I guess if it's Guerrero there, probably Nuno Mendes coming off. And then we'll tell you who else.
Miss Shaw, you go Portugal. I'm watching from South Africa. Thank you very much, Miss Shaw. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. All right. Yes. So you're going for Portugal. Okay, Portugal is a nice team. Yes. So Pepe. Yes. So Pepe coming on. Jason just named the players coming on. So they have actually made some changes now. So let me see what Nigeria will be doing, and yet we see how Nigeria looks after doing after making those changes. All right.
Oh, Nigeria also made changes, JD.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, obviously the next team making changes, so Nigeria must be making changes as well. They never played well in the first half, so they need to come out and do something different. So yes, so changes. Yes, man, Nigeria making changes as well.
Yeah, I see one change there. Let's see. Maybe I think that might be Chuku from Villarreal.
I am waiting. We'll give it. We'll get the information when it comes up.
Yes. Remember, people, like, share, subscribe.
Guys, remember the target is 200 likes on a video. All right, so don't do that. Do that to us. We need 100 plus more likes in order to reach 200. All right. And remember, we are going to be covering a lot more World Cup videos coming up. So make sure to turn your notifications on. We're going to have discussions. And we are going to improve the visual that you're seeing today. We're going to get sounds coming through. Normally we have it, but we had it, but we had some problems today. But we will fix that over time. So just bear with us. All right? Yes, man. Thanks, everyone, for subscribing so far. Yes, and keep subscribing. Yeah, continue.
Portugal subs, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Ruben Diaz, and Nuno Mendes out.
Okay.
Coming on, Rafael Guerrero, João Mario, Pepe, and Vitinha.
So all of the main players out so far, because That's three of the top players. Bernardo, Bruno Fernandes, and you said our centre back from City out as well.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So
And two substitutions for Nigeria: Wilfred Ndidi and Ademola Lookman out, Samuel Chukwueze and Frank Onyeka from Brighton on. I mean, from Brentford, excuse me.
okay, well.
So two subs. They took off Ndidi and Lookman.
Okay. Fortune says 7-0. Okay, no, the Fortune they have took off a lot of players for Portugal. Yeah, their main players, So you still expect 7-0 with all of the main players off?
Come on, and it's some Nigerian fans giving them big scores.
Yeah. All right, so second half starts, guys. Second half starts. I'm a few minutes behind because that's a while the thing started. Let me just refresh the log so we get the right time, the best time. Come on, man. Come on, work faster, man. All right, good. All right, so yes, so it's much closer because sometimes it lags behind. Thanks for subscribing, Dalve. Massive respect for that. All right. Ibrahim said, with Osimhen being absent in this match, Nigeria will hardly survive. All right, all right. But Osimhen is a forward, so you have to have defenders doing their duties as well in order for you to reach where you want to reach. Good through pass here coming from Nigeria. Let's see if they can whip it in early. Not a bad cross still, but claimed by the Portuguese keeper.
A good pass from Iwobi.
Good hold up there from Nigeria. Portugal trying to pity Nigeria. Portugal could score 10 if they want. Um, it's a process. It's a process because they don't want to peak too fast because they're going into the World Cup. You need to get the games in the World Cup to peak in. You don't want to peak in a friendly.
The thing is, though, Eddie, the players playing, because Portugal is so competitive with this. They all want to impress, so.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point as well. All right, so Nigeria trying to get a passing game going here. Portugal ain't pressing as before, so that would definitely open space to Nigeria. But I wanted Portugal to press for majority of the game. Worst off, they made new changes. I wanted them to continue the press so we can see if Nigeria could actually beat the press at certain point. Yeah. Good 1-2 here. Bad pass here. Bad pass and Nigeria on the break. Let's see. Oh, Roger. But the ball still to Nigeria. Nigeria breaking up the right hand side and next bad pass again. So in the space of three passes, two bad passes from two bad final passes from Nigeria, not to get them inside the back line of Portugal. So that tells you.
You saw the difference there, JD, when the ball turned over. Every single attacker ran into the same inside channel.
Mm-hmm.
Not one of them different run. They all run down the same channel.
So pretty much everyone want the glory. No one don't want to be a part of the story, basically.
All of them ran straight to the goal. One of them had to peel out to one of the wings to create
pull
the
away,
space.
yeah, pull away a defender at the same time and create a different option for the passer. Yeah. Yes, that is definitely true. So Nigeria definitely need to work on a lot of things, and this is really exposing what Nigeria has at this point. They have the players, but they need a system. They need to refine their system and a lot more things. So they only can
Well,
get better from
it's
this point, with better players, better coaching, better everything.
true, but JD, it's also a
Yes.
system without someone at the top, right? If Osimhen's there,
I'll
oh,
JD, I'll be
that run's
watching.
not
All
happening.
right, but I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. I'm hearing you, Africans. I'm hearing you. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. No, I'm
Africans,
saying, but like
are
this
you able
is,
to hear Jason well?
yeah,
No, I'm just
yeah.
I'm asking if are you able to hear Jason well? Okay. So I don't understand why the sound not coming through then.
hmm No, but like I think this Nigeria team, if Osimhen's there, he's the top of the food chain. So everything runs through by after. There's a void, and everybody wants to fill the void in that sense, which is why I wanted to see Mofi see how he did. But at the end of the day, I think you have to also consider that if Osimhen's there, you're not having 8 people run, you're not having 4 people run directly towards a goalkeeper because Osimhen is there and he's taking up that, and he's trying to find space off of that. But without him there, it's like no one's really finding the right spot because they all want to have these spots.
Yeah, but you have to can play a way to even hold up a ball and play a link between midfield and attack. You can't say Osimhen is just a solution to everything, you know, because
He's
it
not the
can actually pass the
solution.
ball. Hmm?
No, true. He's not the ultimate solution, but at the end of the day, he properly slots people to where they should be, right?
Okay.
If you have a solid 9 and then you have a solid other players, then that slots everyone where they need to be. Without that, it just turns into everybody wants to fill in the slot, and threes aren't tens. We know that.
Okay. Guys, tomorrow, if I do get time, if my lady is home, I will be doing the Belgian match. The Belgian Egypt. Belgium will be playing Egypt at 4 o'clock tomorrow. I would be doing that one just to see how Belgium looks because we heard that we are old. So I want to see if they are actually old on the field.
I will not be watching that matchup. I don't want to get myself hope or fear. I will let it
No, no, no.
happen.
You have to watch you have to watch the game because if they are old, you want to know that Canada can truly do something. We missed the
Doesn't
creativity
happen.
of JJ Akocha. Yes, man. Delva, yes, agreed. And Nicky pressing good. Yes, in the second half. Yes, in the second half. But now Portugal took up all of their main players. So you can't really read into it that much. Anthem? Guys, please smash the like button, share, and definitely subscribe. We are still on the aim to 200 at least. Subscribe to get us past 3,400 or aim to 6,000 as well. And it still remains 2-0 Portugal. But a much slower Portugal in the second half. All right. So I throw in for Portugal in the attacking third. Let's see if we can have the flick on. Wonderful play there from Dry Felix. Effortless. What? What a Oh, that's an overhit pass there. But the way Felix float the ball, man. My goodness, man. Alaba Victor, thanks for the subscription as well. As we said, if you want to see the game is in the Discord. Just please hit the link right above up in the comment section and just come in, and the game will be showing right in the international section. If you're already subscribed, you just need to search for the international section in the Discord, and it's running. No ads, nothing needed. The game is there, and that's what we're gonna be doing, using for the entire World Cup, so you can get to find the games. Everyone that says that they have problems watching the games. All right, so go play note from the back for Nigeria. Portugal getting their bearings together after the substitutions, and maybe they're gonna start. They are gonna resume the press. So let's see how Nigeria can deal with it from that point. Build up in the midfield. Carvalho. Oh, wonderful. That's a foul? Wow. Foul on Carvalho? No, but I don't think that's a foul. I think that's a good challenge from Nigeria there. But they said it's a foul. Oh, yes, it's a foul. It's a foul. It's a foul. So Portugal resume play over the left-hand side. Dalat trying to advance. Played it back inside midfield. Silva. Dry Felix Silva. Outside channel. You have a cross on the team. What they're going to do for this cross? He stops it up in the air, and this is easy for the goalkeeper. So another chance went begging for Portugal there. Nigeria will be playing out from the back. Let's see if they can get it across the halfway line. Portugal starts initiate presses. So let's see now if Nigeria can play out of it. Reset back to the goalkeeper. Advancing centrally. Limited options. We tried to work it straight to the midfield line, and they lost the ball back to Portugal. So they struggled to get past the press, but they gave Nigeria a foul there. They gave Nigeria a foul there. Literally gave Nigeria a foul there. Because the press, Nigeria's struggling with the press, struggling with the press. For Nigeria to play this system, Nigeria definitely need better midfielders. Midfielders that can play in tight spaces. I'm very sorry. But we're not so far Africans. We're definitely not seeing it so far.
No, and I think that's the thing when you're looking at teams. A lot of the successful African teams of past have had solid midfielders. They've had other things as well, but like they've had solid midfielders where you could say, "Oh, it's not just a striker," right? So with a lot of teams, controlling the game is important.
Yeah, continue, Africans, continue.
No, so I was just saying, yeah. So having the midfield that can dictate the pace of the game is important for Nigeria. That's, I mean, outside of their nine, outside of Mofi, I wanted to look at Ndidi. I wanted to look at their other midfielders, see kind of
Good,
how they could try
good
to
one too.
dictate. They
Yeah,
look better this half, but
continue,
then again,
Africans.
that's
Just because
no, 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 yeah, yeah,
little actions here and there.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
can't hear
No, they
the
look better this
Africans in
half.
the Discord.
You can't hear Africans in the
So
Discord none at all. Oh, this is a
No.
true pass here for Portugal. Andre Silva
yes,
run deep line, so it's very hard for them to score there. But Portugal figured a way out to create opportunities. Try Felix poor tried to cut inside rather than kept it outside. And good defending
No,
there from Nigeria.
just wanted a salad. Too bad there.
Yes, I don't know why you can't hear Africans in. It's all sort of madness happening. I'm gonna plug out all wires and reinstall them. Good work here for Nigeria coming from left hand side, but nobody inside the box, so they can't even attack inside the box.
Welcome to the Wemaxit channel, where we have 7,000 wires.
In order for everything to work, Big Boss, it kind of a little bit challenge. Wonderful pass over here. This is a good chance for Nigeria.
Somebody make the run.
That's a good run. Um,
No, I
but
mean
still,
the guy inside the box. The guy
yeah,
inside the box just stand up. Nothing, not even nothing. Come on, move.
he's a big striker, so he's not so mobile. Nigeria trying to get inside the box again. Yes, that's what we said. Get inside the box, create something. You might just get a call. You might just get a
If that
call.
if that big guy take two big steps, he reach the ball a while ago.
Yes, 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 yes. That's true.
That guy's a giant man. He's big.
Yes. Well, they said he plays in Belgium. He's the leading goal scorer
Okay,
now, so you need to check it.
okay. So he came on straight sub for the other forward.
It looks so. It looks so. Good 1-2 here from Nigeria. Let's see. Go straight into the box. Yes,
Referee.
yes. That's what you need. Just go into the box. Be a little bit lively. Good play here. One Spence, thanks for being here. Good play here from a good little spell for Nigeria, and they're just being direct. Something that we asked for. Just run straight to the box. Just go straight to the box. Create some things, man. Create some buzz for your team. That took way too long. So a dangerous free kick coming up here for Nigeria.
Too close, too close.
Portugal on the break. This is a good one. Silva. He play. Oh, Portugal on the break. This is a good one. Silva. Okay, Jason. I know what's going on with it, man. Um, it's not coming through the discard line at all. The discard line not coming through at all. So that's why we are not here in front of the panel. Yeah. So I will fix it, man. I will fix
Oh,
it.
so when I talk, only you are hearing me.
Yes, because it's coming through my own channel.
Okay.
I think Africans should be able to hear. You know.
Yeah, I can hear it, but can you hear me?
Yeah, he's like extremely low. I can hear him now a little bit.
Oh, well then that's probably
It's his mic. It is his mic.
yeah, it's probably the mic because I'm on the headset here, and this headset is notorious for not being productive and cooperative sometimes. So it's probably more me than you.
OSR.
ASMR.
So the people on YouTube cannot hear me.
Yes, man, they can
No, they
hear you
can
well
hear
on
you.
YouTube, very much well.
Oh,
But I'm
oh.
gonna fix it when I'm done. Once I'm done, I will fix it, man. It's because I have like 7 channels running here, in the equalizer board, and I have the normal manual equalizer board, so I have to go through it. It takes a little time, so I won't be able to do it at this point, but definitely we will be fixing it.
Yeah, man. Still thankful for the Discord and can watch the stream. Everybody can. No problems with links. Hopefully nobody not
No,
pressuring
it's
you in the
surprising.
thing.
Surprising. Nobody pressured me today about links. Yeah, we had first them now.
Looks like the Discord. Looks like the Discord is a working thing.
It's a miracle working
Richard Stewart says, JD, the mans, them don't need to be big and strong. Them not playing rugby. It's we Jamaicans came up with this big, fast, and strong conversation. So It's nobody talking about big, fast, and strong. And we Jamaicans say we're big, fast, and strong. So I don't know where you're coming. You're trying to use the same thing on me.
Compared to
Wonderful
who?
flick on here. I don't know. Compared to I don't know. Compared to everyone in the world, if it is to be about that talk, yeah, Jamaica is the best people on the planet, you know. And it should tell in football as well. When you hear the man them talk, that's exactly what they talk Africans. I'm telling you, nobody else in the world should be comparable to we. And we are the fastest in football. I don't know nothing about that, but we are the fastest in football. I don't know nothing about that. I have not seen any evidence of that. Only Mr. Butler and him friends them alone see that. But I have seen no evidence on planet Earth as yet. And I'm still waiting on evidence. But obviously, because we are the fastest women and men doing sprinting, you can just say that and people just agree with you. Like how he says a lot of things and people just agree with him. You understand me? Yeah, but I have seen
Yeah.
no evidence of Jamaica of the fastest players. None at all. None at all. Never ever I've not seen one fastest player on Jamaica's team. Like we know that truly go into the history records of numbers. I've never seen it, so I don't know where we come up with this big, fast, and strong thing, you know. But it's okay, and that is just his take. I don't see it because I think football is different from track and field. We are the fastest women and men in track and field. That is a fact, but I can't say the same in football. I don't know if Jason agree with Mr. Butler here in that statement, but I know he doesn't have no scientific proof as well, so he's not going to agree with it.
No, the only thing I ever heard Mr. Butler say when pressed on this was, he always says, if he asks if we know who Arjen Robben is, because Leon Bailey broke all of Arjen Robben's dribbling records at
Okay.
Ajax Youth Academy. So
Mhm.
I don't know. Look, you this is another one where you say we say, and I'm gonna say Jason not in the we.
Okay.
Who
Yeah,
that
but the
we?
fact remain, we don't know the fastest players. I'm pretty much sure that we are the fastest women and men, and that's where we kind of delude ourselves sometimes with certain things. We try to pin ourselves towards success and not trying
So
to pin ourselves beside hard work as well. You know, we're not trying to pin
the,
ourselves beside hard work. Of the people and being successful. We're just trying to take their
the
credit.
only way we would have the fastest footballers,
Hmm.
the only possible way is if football was not played with the actual football. Because once you include having to run around with the football,
Hmm.
that is where Jamaica's speed goes away. Because reaction time is included into your speed. And
Yes.
we have one of the first reaction time in the world football, and that is a fact.
Agreed. Yes. So when
Hey,
the,
hey, hey,
when the
hey,
football science comes in, we lost. Yes, that is true.
hey,
When the
hey.
football science comes in, we
Excuse me.
definitely lost. That is the problem.
Excuse me. ASMR commentary over here. If I wanted to talk about teams with great recovery speed, I would talk about teams with great recovery
Uh-huh.
speed. Um, but that means you're recovering from your mistake. So let's stick to this Portugal Nigeria game where Nigeria is showing some great recovery speed because they've never had the ball.
Good 1-2 here from Nigeria. Let's see if they can turn it. Put it inside. Put the ball inside. All right. Oh, no. Not a bad ball. And good runner. All right. Put it over. No, poor pass. Richard Stewart says Butler has a degree in marketing that speaks for itself. And what are we talking about when you say speak for itself? Because it seems like it's not worldwide, you know. It's our when we talk, it's like Jamaica alone exists and nowhere else should not be competing. Because when they say worldwide, no one can compete with his marketing skill worldwide. I would challenge that. You see, so the conversations does come alive when you actually go in terms of putting context towards the conversation. You see, that's the difference. So Richard, we tend to in our box too much. You understand me? We tend to want to be in our box too much as Jamaicans, and we need to go worldwide. And if we go worldwide, we tend to get very much smaller if we don't want to work hard and take credit. Everybody that when we go worldwide and be big, Shaggy, Sean Paul, um, um, Bob Marley kids, they go outside and work very hard, and you can see the rewards. All right, you can't just make up stories every single time. You get me? That don't work. That don't work, man. That's not why he's saying what he's saying, JD. Okay, it has to be what I am saying then. Wonderful inside Nigeria, inside it should be one. Oh, Shakwazi missed that chance. What a save! But I think he should have finished that. That should have been 2-1. That should have been 2-1 for Nigeria. That's the best opportunity for Nigeria so far.
I think JD, look at the replay, the final touch. No, actually, just good goalkeeping. I mean, maybe he could have put it more wide of him. Let's see. Just a good foot.
Yes, yes. I figured it out in Dima. But Richard, I think he can't sell it to everybody. Richard, I think he can't because he would have had more players in Europe if he could have sold his players. Liam Bailey actually has ability, so that's why people bought him. You know, he tried to pin on his son with Liam Bailey. No one bought him in the end. Right. So I don't think he can sell ice to Eskimo so much. You know, if that was the case, Liam Bailey would have been at Manchester United or one of those places. So I think only in the context of Jamaicans, I would say yes. He seems like he's selling ice to the Eskimo. I think it's players that went places are actually good players. The others that aren't the best. Good chance. Ooh, what a chance there for Portugal. Because yesterday, in the conversation, I heard someone come in. He has the 19th best ranked academy in the world, independently run. You know what academies in the world independently, but you're gonna put a next context to it to make it look good. You get me? That's why I said I'm gonna assess it, and I've got no report like that. No report. Yes, to the Jamaican public, of course, Richard Stewart. That's what I'm talking about. You come worldwide, they speak to you. You get me? In 2 minutes, people figure you out. You know, if you have good players like Liam Bailey, you don't have the sell. If you're a good salesman, you get him to Manchester United. You get him to Manchester City. You understand me? But you get him to Aston Villa. He's Aston Villa level. So I don't think he did an astronomical job there. You know, you have to be fair, man. This game may be in the World Cup, maybe the World Cup finals. Let's see. Demo, them need to stop with them over delusional things, yeah, because the other day someone come in, oh, Mr. Butler beat up Manchester City and Aston Villa and all sort of things. So he's fooling the people, and because when he's talking, they don't put context to the conversation. They don't put no context at all. Oh, I beat Aston Villa, I beat Manchester City. Because they're trying to fool the public. So that simply means they know what level of understanding the Jamaican public has. And I'm not talking everyone here, but I'm talking majority. So they use that to fool the people. Good chance again for Portugal. Joy Felix went wide. So that's what I don't like. You know, that's just thinking less of your own people when they come out and say those things. You get me? And as soon as I said I'm going to investigate it, you hear people start trying to change the conversation, trying to bully you into you hate Mr. Butler. Once you start to question things, you hate him because you're trying to go for the truth to give to the public. No, I respect what he's doing, but some of the takes are just not true. I'm very sorry, it's just not true. All right, so we have an injury. Atavio down. So let's see. Oh, he's up back. So everything is okay. And we are in the 76 minutes. So we have just 15 minutes to go. Guys, please smash the like button, share, and definitely subscribe. I will let you know if I'm going to be doing the Belgium-Egypt game tomorrow because I wanted to see my Belgium team to see what it has to offer because people telling me that my team is old. So I would love to get the chance to do so, but I don't know because if I have to bring my kid to class, dancing class, I can't do the video. Yeah, yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Demo. So it's not like I understood what Richard Stewart's saying, but we need to do better, man. We need to respect our people a little bit more and stop selling those false stories. A substitution for Portugal. Ota came in.
Ricardo Horta, Benfica.
But I never expected much better now. Because I've heard the legends of Jamaica talk, the local legends because you have more legends but you only have local legends. Because of them alone they do much in a World Cup and everything. So I've heard them talk, and clearly Jamaica team is owned by the local people, and the local legends them. These men are too xenophobic, man, and they have some small way of thinking. It doesn't matter who, even players that I respect at the highest level, when they do speak, it's embarrassing when they do speak. Because the other day I'm listening to one of the person what I said is the best ball Jamaica ever produced, and he makes it seems okay, like people have to come and bow down to people inside Jamaica for what reason? Why people can't just be people and your hard work speak for itself? And that's why we can't reach nowhere, because we can't work hard. We always want the scam artists them to go in position because they are one of our own. You know. Those are my sentiments as well, JD. I respect what he's doing, but boy, his ego and showmanship is as you say, JD. We Jamaicans are very. I'm okay with something that Ricardo Gardner said, but when I heard him talking about the situation of the overseas guys and how them have to come and prove themselves to what? When they don't own the team? When they don't own the team, so prove yourself to what? Like to what? Is it not the coach they should be proving themselves to? I can't wait for the day when they have 24 players from outside the country playing for the country. Yes, man, it's embarrassing, man. The way these guys so that's why I asked the question around 1 month ago in Jason. Is it our culture will stop us from reaching anywhere? And I strongly believe so. A break coming here for Nigeria. Ooh, let's see what they can do here. Too early, man. Too early. He went down. He went down, and they call it's gonna penalty. It's gonna call a penalty. I think it's. No. I think it can be a penalty.
I think it's outside the box though.
No, his foot. When he tried to push the tackle, he makes the contact inside the box. His foot. He pushes his foot inside the box. But I thought he pushed his foot in the challenge. He put his foot in the challenge.
Yeah, it's a penalty then.
Yes, but he pushed his foot in the challenge, and I thought he touched the ball. No, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's a pen. It's a pen. Yes, it's a pen. It's a pen. All right, so
Pepe, I'm not sure like that.
What happened?
Penalty.
No, but I don't know what happened. Unless they missed the penalty.
Dennis. Oh, I'm taking it already? Oh, yeah, because you have the thing showing on the thing. Okay. But I don't see it yet. Emmanuel Dennis.
Well, that's sad from Nigeria.
What? He missed it?
Yes, he missed it. Because it.
He's taking it now. And people begging him for it too,
Yes.
A lot of players want it from him.
See, boy, I may tell you.
And hey, it's about 4 different guys come and talk to him before.
Oh,
Oh, gosh.
yeah, he touched it, man. It's a save. It's a save. It's a save. It's to the far post.
You hear the commentator having fought so hard to take it. About 5 people want it.
All right, so it's over and done, guys. 3-0. 3-0 now. Right after 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 right after right after
Gonzalo Ramos.
yeah, right after you missed a penalty, you conceded. Ah. What a pile there, man. Oh my days. Oh man, some good skills showing here from Portugal, man. One wonderful run from Joy Martina. Look at that now. Look out this east hand side. Yes, huh? That's
Yes.
just footballing intelligence.
Hopefully the youth from Manchester watching this.
Oh, what a play, man.
Gosh. Oh my God.
That's just football at its best. That's just football at its finest. Intelligent
And then
football.
walk the ball into the goal. Look at the interchange. Look at the one touch, the movement, the coordination. Look at this.
And
One.
yeah, the perfect goal, man. Perfect, man. Perfect, man. Swivel movements to keep themselves onside. Referee can't have the whistle in his mouth, can't blow offside because he doesn't know what's going on. He's waiting at the VAR.
And the intelligence goes all the way down to the final players. Look at the 2 players inside making sure they stay behind.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. So that's when we talk about big, fast, and strong. That's where it should be on the intelligent side because these men are intelligent. How they're playing football.
Yes. You want big, fast, and strong brains. That's what you want.
All right, 4 guys. 4 guys. So they
So okay, Portugal, they can stop at 4. That was my prediction.
They turned up the heat. They turned up the heat, guys. They turned up the heat. If they felt that passing sequence there, yes. Yeah, Banso, yes, the penalty missed there. And if the penalty had missed there, I thought they would have done much, much better. You know? Yeah, but obviously they missed it. Edits, thanks for the subscription there. Yes, yes, JD, our attitude and mindset. Yes, man, Tennessee, we know the truth, man. We know the truth. That's why we talk about it, you know? Yes. Ooh, what a skill here from Joy Martino. To hold it up and flick over the top. Brilliant. Ooh, what a control. Ooh, sweet goal. Footballing intelligence at the finest.
This is an exhibition now.
Sweet goal, guys. Sweet. Back flicks. Hold on to the line. Impressive control.
And they are giving their fans a nice send off for them before they go to the World Cup.
Yeah, so yeah, man. So what all I'm saying is sometimes when I'm listening to people talk about football inside Jamaica, it's like we are forcing people inside Jamaica to be great at football. We are forcing it because we want to force them to be good as the other guys. Them, you know, like we're avoiding to realize the reason why we're comparing track and field. We're avoiding the hard work. So my belief is that we focus on working hard, be more educated. Because that is one of the biggest problems. I saw Manchester playing the other day, and a guy almost 18 years old can't keep himself onside. You understand me? And you're 18 years old. You're already at the elite level of football so far. You get me? So if you can't keep yourself onside and you're a striker, it doesn't matter how much you can put the ball in the back of the net. You can't do much. You understand me? Unless you're going to just be a highlight reel. They are trying to get an penalty here. Um, but referee didn't call it back. So these are the things that we have to look at, man. We have to just watch more of these football so we can have a different mindset going in, a fresh mindset, and then Jamaica can reach places, Yeah, but if we continue with this delusional mindset to think that most of these guys playing in the local league are good ballers, boy, we are doomed to not make 2026 World Cup. I'm very sorry. Gahacho? Yes, yes, yes. Um, but Bellingham and those guys are 18. You know what? Guys, all the Jamaicans, listen to this good. Type in Bennett from Costa Rica.
Yeah, Juicy Bennett.
Before Bennett, it's not $10 million for the international contract inside the championship. It's 1.2 million for the championship. It's for the Premier League. It's 10 million. And you know that Sunderland went and paid $1.3 million for Bennett at 17 years old. At 17 years old, they paid the money for him to come there. He's from the same region as us. And they paid $1.3 million for him to come to England. All right? They paid $1.3 million for him to come. They pay 100,000. Jerry Bennett, he's 17 when he was playing in the under-20s. All right? And he's playing in the national team for Costa Rica now. All right? So go and check that. So when people ask about why Whisper can't go overseas and can't sign contract on certain things, and people have to pay for certain clause, well, if Whisper was as good as him, Whisper would have signed that clause for 1.8 million euros. US, 1.8 million pounds. 1.8 million pounds. So listen good. Go and check that for yourself. So you see these statements that people always tweak statements to fit their own narrative. All right? Because he's 17. Whisper is 17 now. Just the same. And he signed the contract when he's 17. Because I literally get the information. All right? And that's Jerison Bennett. Everyone knows him. Because he assisted the goal to make them go to the World Cup. And he scored one of the goals to literally get them on their way to the World Cup. So he was an integral part of Costa Rica making it to the World Cup. All right? Yes, so go and check that. Yes, Dr. Dan, we know what he says, but I've listened to him and I respect him as a footballer, but I think he's just one of those mans that just believe it, just live a certain lifestyle. What I've realized, we have different set of people inside the country. We have people that can think on a wider scale, and we have people that think for just we ourselves. It's not the out of many one people, it's just out of the local people, out of the land people, that's all. We have that difference. And it's not gonna stop. Ooh, this almost he nearly put it in his one box.
Oh, what's up, man? Living very dangerous here.
Yeah, but it's coming to the end, guys. Almost little extra time, maybe around 5 or so minutes extra time. He's a rapper now. He's out of touch, laugh out loud. Yeah, man. Yeah, how can you say a man should be in the team and you say they don't want the manning up? How can you say and you hear people reel up, guys? That is the lack of intelligence that we actually have, and lack of education that we have on the matter. Because if you hear a man come because he's an idol, and that's why you guys watch some certain foolishness, and take certain foolishness, because how can a man literally tell you that he never watched the player and he not watched the Manning Cup, but yet still him for the national team? What sense that makes? You don't know the other players them at your billing. If someone that informing that you have Hutchinson, you have Clark, you have my boy from the Lamba Kesey, you have my boy from Wolves. If they had educated him on that, he would have had a different statement. So he's not informed, and the other people them want to sell a narrative. So it seems like it goes that way. Guys, be honest. I think I'm okay doing the schoolboy football at times. I can't bother with the national team because Jamaica just don't make sense. To be honest, it just don't make sense. I'm very sorry. Jamaica football system just don't make sense. The people around it don't look good for us at all. It don't look good for us at all. Yes, I didn't expect him to talk like that, but I never looked past it, you know. I never looked past it, you know. But now we understand why the English guys them have a hard time. You understand me? Because the local people them see themselves as them own the team. I have an article here. I'm gonna give you this, guys. I'm gonna go on my my Twitter, and this was sent to me by an ex-Jamaican, just to show you that people tired and fed up of it, but they just don't want to speak out. All right, they give me to speak out on it. Um, Players and rosters playing in their domestic league. All right. Um, Qatar 26. Qatar is not one of the strongest teams. Saudi Arabia 26, not one of the strongest teams. England 25 because they have one of the biggest leagues. Germany 20 because they have one of the biggest leagues. Spain 18 because they have one of the biggest leagues. And Mexico because they have one of the best leagues in our region. All right. So guys, it ended 4-0 guys. The match ended. So we're gonna shut this off and we're just gonna continue the conversation. All right, so we're gonna shut off this one, so I can hear the panelists as well. All right, all right. So listen to this, guys. FUS, Wales has 0 people playing on their team inside the 26. Canada 0 as well. Senegal 0. That's on the roster right now. You know, I don't know how true that is.
I guess for Canada, they're not counting the teams that from MLS that actually play in Canada.
No, no,
That's a
No,
US
because
league.
MLS is a US
yeah,
league.
you're
There's no
kind
one
of
from the
count that, but
CPL.
yeah, but it just goes to show you. So why is it we think that because we are Jamaicans, we should look at it one way. We are the ones that are born in the country. We should look at it one way. We have to, if we don't have the
Because
quality. Mhm.
it's because they can't eliminate from their minds that we made the World Cup with only like 4 or 5 overseas players before.
Yeah, but
They
when you,
cannot get that out of their
but
head.
but they are eliminating that 4 or 5 of those players that came in was the best players on the pitch. Almost every single game in order for we to make it from that point. We never factor that in the conversation, never yet. Jason, you realize that?
No, because what they would rather factor is that, there was a core of about 15 to 18 local base that was necessary to be there. So until they get that out of their mind that that's not absolutely necessary to happen for us to succeed, then we're going to always have that issue.
Why it's sad though, it's sad. Ante, massive respect for the super chat and thanks everyone that came in and hit the like button. Dr. Dan, we're gonna do a show later. We're gonna do a show later for the schoolboy football. This was just this one. I'm pretty much done still. So we will join up on the next one. So guys, let me just go through this now. So we'll save the Jamaican talk for the next stream. Yes, because Jamaica always has all sort of drama. So it's not hard to have Jamaican content, to be honest. Yes. So 4-0, guys. 4-0 at this point. It could have been 4-1 and maybe should have been it could have been different because I thought that if they had scored at that point, maybe things would have been a little bit different there. All right, yes. But definitely, since they never scored that one, good save from Patricio. And from that, they bounced back and got 2. You get me? So 4-0 in the end. It could have ended worse, It could have ended worse based on my assessment. I thought that when they came out in the second half, they dropped off. And it's expected because they made some changes. They took off the players them that are the most prolific players in a team. All right, so you had Diaz, Silva, Fernandez, and Mendes came off. All of the players them that was dictating the play throughout the first half. So the pressing dropped at the start, and then after it took a while for them to pick up. All right, yes, you can say the same for Nigeria because Nigeria made 5 substitution there. All right, yes, 3 at the start and then 2 after. All right, yes, but once they had the rhythm going, it was swashbuckling football quality from that point and fully deserved to be the winners right there. Overall, he had 61% ball possession to 39 because he picked up for Nigeria in the second half. Yes, 4 shots for Nigeria, 3 on target, 1 off target. They should have actually scored from one as well. So I would credit Nigeria with possible 2 big chances missed, the penalty and the 1 big chance. So they registered only the 1 big chance here, but I would add the penalty to it as well. They eat the woodwork as well. I thought it was the same one that tripped the woodwork there. Yes, but they had 2 big chances in this game. All right. Yes. Portugal, they had 5 big chances in this game and they only missed one, registered 4. All right, so that's definitely decent. So let me bring Africans in it, and then Jason, so we can shut up this stream. And guys, look out for more videos coming on the World Cup side. All right, yes, continue, Jason. What say you?
Yeah, so today's matchup, much of the same in the second half. Even, it did take Portugal a little time, as I had wondered. Once they made the subs, they would be a little disjointed. But once the team that came in kind of got back there pressing, Nigeria had squandered the chance to kind of get back in the game. And, I think that the penalty was a wake-up call for Portugal just to say, okay, let's go ahead and stamp our class. And they did that in the next 5 minutes with 2 more goals. I think, again, this Portuguese coach can really be happy because a lot of players that played today definitely look like they are ready for the World Cup. They want him to start. João Felix was sublime today with a lot of his touches looking very dangerous. Didn't score but was involved in pretty much everything. Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva looked good in the first half. And, as long as the defense can hold up, they should be very formidable coming into the World Cup. But again, I think the elephant in the room is going to be, the usage of Cristiano. Is he a starter? Is he coming off the bench? What does that look like? And if he doesn't start, does it become too big of an issue and a story like how it has become at Manchester United? So, I think as long as they can control all of the drama that might happen in the World Cup, they should be one that people should look out for.
Mm-hmm. All right, respect. Well said. Africans, wrap it up for us, please, and then we can shut off this one.
Good test for the boys from Portugal. They played well. First half, and the substitutes came in, able to save the same energy. Nigeria definitely looked better in the second half, able to be a bit more assertive in what they were trying to do. Wish they would have put away the penalties, so they would have at least something to hang their hats off. But Portugal, 4-0 heading into the World Cup. Nigeria now leaving thinking, what do we do to make sure we're there now? So I think at the end of the day, for Portugal, you've learned a bit about how you play against this Nigeria team. This Nigeria team is a bit of a good practice for Ghana. It's not the best practice. I mean, actually it is because they don't have a striker. Neither do we. What are you going to do? So I think for Portugal, it's going to come down to, like Jason said, what is going to happen with CR7? How is the minute allocation going to go for that? How do you manage that? But also what the team is trying to do as well. And I think that's going to dictate a lot for how far this team goes, either positively or negatively. But yeah, most are done. A few more friendlies tomorrow, then World Cup starts. So I'm excited to get to games that matter and to weep, enjoy, or in sadness.
All right. So, Brian and said, JD, I've watched a clip of Iverson talking about Kobe being in the gym when Iverson was partying and skipping. Yes, it never went out well for him. Those people in the world lead a lot of people down the drain and they don't reach anywhere. So we want seeing people in the world to go to and try and motivate people to do hard work. Respect Allen Iverson for his talent, but definitely, if you train, you would have done better. People don't realize talent can take you so far. Hard work is needed. Yes, man, 100%. So, guys, tell you what, we are going to check with the producer because all of a sudden we get producer, and people helping us. So, thanks very much, all of those persons. So, you do have people that works hard inside Jamaica that can turn out good. It's just when some people want to not want to work hard and want to take things, those are the people that we're trying to burn out. All right. So don't get it misconstrued. All right. Yes. So yeah, man. So we will see if we can do the Manning Cup. All right. Yeah. The results from the schoolboy football we're gonna see right after this, and then if we can, we're gonna make a stream in like 20 minutes time and start it immediately as well. so we can get the time because obviously I'm tired.
Walker Cup, Campion College.
All right. So you have persons here screaming in our ears already. So yes, I do assume that. So thanks everyone for being here. Massive respect. African, send me a link for your video so I can share it here so people can go over there and subscribe. 1 second, guys. We need
Yeah,
to
sure,
go
sure.
and support Africans as well because Africans over there doing his work. He's putting out more videos than me. So definitely we need to support him, and we're gonna use these videos to make sure we build Africans platform. All right. I need to get Africans to 500 at least. Because once it pass 500, I think you get the community section. So we want
Yes.
250, 300 people go over Africans and support it. All right. Once you respect what I'm doing, please support Africans. All right. You have to support the right persons nowadays to take what we're doing forward. So just make sure you take a little time, go over there and support Africans. All right. He needs about 300 more subscribers, or 200 and something. But
Yeah,
300 more
200 something.
subscribers,
Yeah, 200
and
something.
he's on his way. So we're gonna make sure we get Africans on his way for this month. It has to happen before the World Cup finishes. All right. So every day we're gonna be promoting Africans channel. Yes, last time it's just because I was actually sleeping. But
It's
please
all
go over
good.
there and
It's all good.
support Africans. All right. Yeah, man.
Mm.
So thanks very much, guys. Make sure to go there. I'm gonna pin the link when I do get time, and you guys just keep on supporting it. So take care. See you in the next one. Peace out.